live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the Arsenal beta save. Beta? Let's have that conversation early. No, let's not. This is where we're at in our Arsenal beta save. We are both the men and the women. Let me just turn down my music a little bit as well. Oh, it is indeed. Stream Elements is working. We are both the men's manager and the women's manager. Michael Dezeo is the men's manager. Jill Holt is the women's manager. And we've made a start to our season. Last time around, we lost the game, didn't we? We played Liverpool and lost to them, but then we did play Palace and beat them. So we were a little bit up and down, and we're trying some weird stuff, aren't we? Yeah, you should be able to see both chats now, and I should be able to see both chats too. So if you're on YouTube, I can see you. I can say hi. YouTube is indeed working. Thank you, Ollie. Nice to be able to catch a stream on my as my weekend schedule hasn't allowed it for a while. Jack, welcome in, buddy. I hope you're good. I should also be able to see any activity, so if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, I should be able to see that you've done that, which is very cool indeed. All is working. Well done. Thank you. Actual work that I did. Leonie, how are you? Ren, welcome in. Hope you're good. This was our start then to the season. We lost to United, beat Leeds, lost to Liverpool, beat Forest, and then off stream, whilst I was testing things, we did beat Fenerbahce as well. So we have got a win under our belts in the Champions League first game as well, which is very nice. Twitch playing up so over here for today. Oh, nice. Pringle, welcome into the YouTube side of things. You can hold down the chat over there, can't you? How you doing, Ren? Welcome in, dude. We're gonna do a nice, chilled, happy, relaxed morning stream today. We're gonna chill out. It's gonna be fun, I hope. Captain Jet, how you doing? Norman, welcome in, dude. I hope you're well. YouTube chat, look, you can see yourselves on the screen now. It's not just Twitch. We're hoping, I'm trying to make it nice and even across both. Clayts, what happened to the last stream on YouTube? It went unavailable. Yeah, I had a problem. And in fact, YouTube people watching, can you hear the music right now? That stream got DMCA copyright struck because the music was still on it and I couldn't remove it. For some reason, it was still on the Twitch VOD as well. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. But yeah, YouTube, can you hear the music or not? Yeah, also drop a like, exactly. And hopefully that doesn't happen today. At least it shouldn't on the Twitch one, even if it doesn't. I tried to upload it, but yeah, anyway. So this is now becoming episode number 2, stream number 2, and we'll just go with that. We cannot hear the music. Okay, that is sort of annoying for you guys because you have to do it without music, but that's the lesser of two evils. It means that the video can live on YouTube, so hopefully that's good. There we go. Have you downloaded the Bassy Speedy UI? I have. Have a look at this. This is how quickly I can now click between screens. Look at the players changing screens. I am living in the future when it comes to Football Manager, and if you haven't had a go with this mod, honestly, this is everything and more that I've needed for Football Manager. It's a joke. I just want to go and click through stuff. Even to get to like cards that take a while to load, like tactics. Look how quickly I just loaded up my tactics screen. It's a game changer. I played Football Manager for the past 3 days, basically straight, doing the ChatGPT video, which please go and watch it because it needs people to watch that video. And it took me so long. It would maybe have taken me a day if I was able to have this mod, but I only put it on last night. It's all of a sudden the best FM. Maybe that's pushing it, but it makes such a difference. Honestly, such a difference. The ChatGPT video is great. Thank you, Ollie. I appreciate it. I really think it's a good video. I think it might take a while to get into the algorithm, so please go and watch that video. I found the video a bit confusing on how to install it, Potter, or my video. What do you mean? Faster than future FM27 already. It is, isn't it? Amazing that SI couldn't do that. Yeah, so, I mean, I think... what's the mod called? That's insane. Could somebody find a link to it? That'd be really useful because it is very... I do want to make sure that I push it. I don't want to I don't want to do a tutorial because I want the person who made it, Bassi, to get all of the credit because he's the guy that's put all of the work into it. There you go. There's the link on FM Scout. Can someone find the video that Bassi made? Because I'd like it if he got the credit for it, basically, rather than... I know that he's hosting it on FM Scout, but yeah, that'd be cool if you could. There we go. Potter's posted it. Could somebody post that? In fact, I can probably do it from here. I'm going to post it across so that it's in both. Now, stay on the stream, please, but also you open that in another tab and go and do it. It is... Can I pin it or anything here? I can probably pin it in... Yeah, I'm going to pin it in the Twitch chat. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe, James, could you have a look to see if you could pin it in the YouTube chat? Because genuinely, I want to make sure that this guy gets all the credit that he deserves. You beat me to it. Okay, fair play to you. Well done. Make it a command as well. That's a great way. That's a great idea as well. Agreed. No spoilers. All good. No spoilers for the video. All good, Morgs. Right. Anyway, I hope we're all good, everyone. Welcome in. We're chatting about the nice speedy UI mod. The reason that SI haven't done it, I think, is because they want to make sure that this game is playable on everybody's laptop, and they're trying to fix stuff before doing that. I think it's quite deliberate that things like the fade and the delay between screens is in there. Baffling decision, because it is infinitely better like this. I think it should at least be an option for people who have the machines that can run the game like this. I assume and hope that internally this is the aim for it long term, because wow, like it is genuinely a game. Like, look at this, like get into the squad and then click into a player and click into the next player, and just going through them like this is like, it's a completely different game. You found the stadium stuff that might be modeled as well. Yeah, there's loads. It's Unity. It should be the case that there is loads that you'll be able to do to mod this game. But yeah, I don't think mods can pin on YouTube. Okay, can I do that maybe? I might be able to. Oh, I can. I can do it from here. There you go. I've now pinned... If people want to go and do this to their own game, because I'm sure that as I click through, people will notice it. It is now pinned in both chats, so you should be able to go and do it. It's so good. It is a game changer. I really hope that it turns some of the... Thank you for the follow, Jamie. I hope it turns some of the conversation around Football Manager 26 to more positive, because actually, this is the whole point, right? The game coming to the Unity engine is what's caused all the problems, but the fact that then this becomes possible, and then who knows what else becomes possible, is the reason that they've done this big change. It's the reason we had the delay. It's the whole point. Otherwise, we would still be playing FM24, but FM25 and then FM26, wouldn't we? For an AI create a player video, could you create Balotelli-esque bad boy who has the worst personality traits, low current ability, but a 5-star PA, and get the story moving from club to club, see how it goes? I like that idea, Captain Jet. I really like that idea. I created a bad boy in FM26, something like that. There's so many ideas. I'm gonna make so many videos, chat, and they're gonna be top tier videos. I promise you. That's kind of the MO at the moment. Even if it means like less videos each week, they're gonna be bangers. Everyone, all killer, no filler. And I'm hoping you enjoy the ChatGPT one as well. There's actually some hope for this version of FM now, so happy about it. Me too. Exactly that. Yeah, couldn't they have done it themselves? Well, I think I'm assuming there's a reason that they haven't, but yeah, baffling. Or they were just relying all along on somebody coming to fix their game for them because they don't know how. I don't know. All Killer No Filler's a cracking album. It is. Reminds me of going swimming in year 5 and year 6, listening to it on a Walkman. That makes me feel old, doesn't it? That I am old. How you doing, Tom? Welcome in, buddy. Still not playing Trossard, though. No, never. That man can go to heck. I don't know why we're being so mean to Trossard. Anyway, chat, we have a game. First and foremost, then, we are doing very well with the women's team so far. I did play one more game with this women's side. How's best to get to that? If I go here, we played a game. We beat West Ham 4-0 away from home. Olivia Smith scored twice. Deanne scored once, and Stanway scored once as well. Their main aim is consoles, not PC. SIS spitting in a lot of people's faces. I think that's a bit of an overreaction, Woolwich. Fair play if that's your point of view. I don't think their main aim is consoles. That's why there's a beta on PC and and etc. etc. I think what they're trying to do is try to cater for everybody, and whether that feels like a spit in the face is sort of subjective to you. I don't think that's the reason. I think they've moved to a new Unity. They've moved to a new engine so that they have scope for the future. Really, that might have ended up feeling like that for people, and fair play to that. But I don't feel like I've been spat in the face yet. But yeah, I get it. Your opinion's still valid, whatever. I think they're trying to find the balance. Yeah, exactly. They are, aren't they? I need another FM movie where you pick a team that has a tendency to recruit players from the US or even a random European country like Poland, for example. Interesting. We need to make a start, I think, on a new movie, but there's so much work that goes in, and one only just came out. But yeah, we might get there. We'll see. We've got ideas for sure. How you doing, you, Nick? Welcome in, buddy. So how was the football midweek? What football? Don't know what you're talking about. I'm so old we had to hire a live band to follow me to school to play the radio hits. Nice. Right, let's play a game with the Arsenal women's and see how we go here. Do I want to make any changes to this team? I don't think so. I'm very happy with how strong this team is. We've brought in some real players. Like Caldenti, I think, has the highest current ability, or I think has the highest current ability of any woman in the game. And I didn't quite realise that. how good she actually is. But yeah, it makes sense. She's very good. Then we've got Deanne coming in. She's scored 2 in 2 with 3 assists. And then up front, Russo's got 2 in her first 2 as well. It's a fun team. She has the highest CA of all women's. Yeah. Wearing your Palace jumper today. I'm actually wearing a Palace t-shirt. So yeah, you're right. I need to. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I just keep wearing Palace stuff, and it means that Palace keep beating Liverpool. Last night's not one of those. I'm not having it though. Like, I think you're lazy if you read too much into last night's game. It was quite clearly part of the one of those where he's going to accept losing that game just by the team selection. So we'll see. But it does very much, though, all depend on whether there's a reaction at the weekend. Because if they then don't win the next 2 games, if they don't do well, let's call it that. If they don't perform well in the next 3 games, there's one of those that is, it becomes a bit of a problem that he didn't, win a game against Palace. But yeah, Clayts is now a Palace fan, Glory Hunter. Yeah, Villa's a huge game. Then it's City, then it's Real Madrid, or Real Madrid, then City. So that's why I said performance. But yeah, Villa is massive, isn't it, at home? Exactly, Ollie. Yeah, you got it. I'm going to Villa as well on the weekend. So I really hope they play well and win. You need to buy Mary Fowler. Interesting. Cries in 18th place. Is the DOF to Glory coming back? I don't know what to do with DOF to Glory. I might finish it. Maybe. I don't know. I need. There's a decision to be made there with DOF to Glory. I don't quite know what we do, but I feel that this massively feels like it's unfinished business. We're in 2D, by the way. Because that's how I was playing. Let's go to broadcast again for the stream. Let's put that there and do it like that. But we'll see. It's gone. It might be gone. But it feels like a shame if it is gone. I want that 1.25, not 1.75. There we go. How long can Slot keep losing until he's sacked? I mean, that's very nuanced. I don't know, to be honest. If they were lost the next 3, it depends on the performances as well in them a little bit. And I think there is maybe conversations because, yeah, it's not looking great. And it depends how much the feeling changes around it. But yeah, anyway, we've scored. Alessia Russo has scored inside the first 3 minutes. Diani beats her marker, gets to the byline. Are you seeing a lot of this isn't quite a cutback goal. Is that a back heel that Russo scored there? I think it was, wasn't it? Are you seeing a lot of cutback goals? I feel like that's a thing in FM26, which is massively why having good wingers is going to change the game. It will make your tactic either good or bad, basically. Is Zinsberger injured or did you replace her? She was injured, I think, and then this keeper seems to be better. If she's the keeper, right? And annoyingly, I'm trying to force it. Can't you import the DOF save to FM26? We can, yeah, we can. You say this like it's not been a thing for the last few years. No, it absolutely has been, you're right. Zinsberger is a keeper, good. As the manager, I should probably know that, shouldn't I? I don't understand about this for football. It feels like the instant reaction is to sack the managers. Players need to take responsibility. Yeah, it is. That is a point with the Liverpool thing, because is Slot responsible for Salah losing, falling off so massively this year? Is Slot responsible for Kirkes coming in and not quite having being a bit headless, etc.? Not it's not, is he? But also the manager is the one ultimately who takes the fall for these things. Wingers seem to be OP. I've seen a few goals like the best Messi or Maradona. Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm hoping. We've got great wingers here. I know Caldente's not an out-and-out winger, but Diani especially. That's why we signed Semenyo and we signed Leao, because they're dribblers, and dribblers seem to make a massive difference in this engine. So we'll see how it goes today. Joe Gomez is washed. I think Joe Gomez is a classic case of needing to play a run of games of football, and then he turns into a great footballer, and then he comes in for the odd game and doesn't look like a very good footballer. He's not washed. He's just not played regular football. This is the same thing that happens every time with Joe Gomez. Can I just say it could be worse? Absolutely. I'm quite relaxed about the Liverpool thing. It is what it is. It's there's so many nuanced reasons that mean that have seen this happen, and I feel like we just haven't had fixtures that help us to ease the pain at all. There's it's been a horrible run of games where it's that's awkward, and then the awkward fixtures along with, and obviously these aren't excuses, but they are sort of reasons. That just none of the games have been nice to go and play, with so many, all of them are losable anyway, and then when you're in this form with these types of with all of the things going on, they're gonna lose them. I too support a crappy team. I feel your pain. Yeah. Breezy, Clayts, Pav in a corner crying. How does that sound? In my opinion, it depends how much say Slot has in the transfer business. If he has total control, he should be sacked. If he just works with what he's got given, give him time. I'm pretty sure he has some say, but not the overall say, no. Exactly, but it's just we signed loads of players. We had one of their teammates died in the summer. We've got, like, off the back of winning the title, all of these things could mean that there's a drop-off. Not saying that they are the reason, they're not excuses, but all three of those reasons could mean that, will often mean that there's a drop-off from a team of footballers. Liverpool have had all of them, as well as some really tricky fixtures alongside those things. It's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, we are dominating against United here, as the away team as well. Our women's team are very, very good. Smells in Manchester United's surprising run of form. Yeah, losing 4 games last season in the league and this season already losing 4 is worrying. Oh, it's absolutely worrying. I just don't think it's we'll see how we bounce back and if we do bounce back or not. Can be a Forest fan. They're a dull moment. That is true. That is true. Right, corner to United. It's in. It's an equaliser from Maya Leticia. And suddenly, despite dominating, it's 1-1. A set-piece goal to concede as well. Terrible. Terrible. It's actually a weird little low corner that's volleyed in. What a weird set piece. You don't see those ones very often, do you? Low corner, near post drilled in. Here's an idea. Sign MRT because she's great. Maybe we should. She could do this role, couldn't she? We probably won't now because we've signed De Almeida, but that could kind of work, really, couldn't it? Would have worked if we signed her. Would she come from United? I think maybe she did. I can't remember if she was on the list of players interested, but maybe that could have worked. Right, can we go and get ourselves back in the lead here? And then we'll do some subs as well. Ella Toon has it. Into Nashin Wang. Rolfo. Are United good this season? Oh my word, it's going to be 2-1. They've scored again. They've turned it around. Brilliant from United. Bad from us. We were massively dominating, weren't we? Can DOF still be played in FM26? Yeah. Do you follow women's football, Clayts? I wouldn't say follow it. I think that would be doing a disservice to the people who actually follow it. I keep an eye on things, and when Liverpool women are on, I usually like stick it on and watch it, but I wouldn't say I follow it, to be honest. Right, we need to make changes here because we are losing. Apprehensive Leah Williamson. Who can make a difference from our bench here? Chloe Kelly, maybe. Diana's playing well, though. Maybe if we do try Caldente in the middle and do... maybe Beth Mead come on to the left wing. Or Ford. Who's better to come onto this left wing? Caitlin Ford or Beth Mead, do you reckon? Blackstenius is, I think, still injured. Oh, no, she is on our bench here. But then again, she comes on for Russo. Caldente's not playing very well either. Let's go Mead and see what happens with that. Can Russo not 10? Russo 10 to Blackstenius go striker might be the next change. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. That makes sense to me as well. Right, Diani. The sub hasn't been made yet, so we've just got sub 2 here, look. Diani. Good football. Olivia Smith. It's in. It's hit somebody and gone in. We're back level. Olivia Smith with the goal. Does that change what we want to do here? Maybe. I mean, Olivia Smith's about to come off, right? And she's just scored. Do you think Liverpool will turn around the form soon? I was at the game last night. I wanted to end it all. Yeah, I think they will. I don't think last night we should read into too much of it. It's one of those, like, we had Kieran Morrison playing and brought on Wellity Lucky. Like, that says it all, doesn't it? I think they patched it, Jesus, the XG. It came back with the patch that the second patch that they did, the hotfix that they did. Right. Let's go and try and win this game. Let's do Caldente off and where's my striker gone? Where's my striker gone? There she is. Let's bring you into 10 and she can't really play there, Russo. That's a shame. At least not in this role. Maybe we need to train her there so she actually does that. And then let's do it anyway and then bring on Blackstenius here. There we go. How good is the name Wellity Lucky about that? Brilliant name. Brilliant name. I know the game isn't where it needs to be, but the rate of UI fixes is quite impressive. Yeah, I think that's always the point though of a beta, isn't it? They are definitely working on it. I don't think you can criticize how hard they're working to try and fix things. You probably can criticize how many issues there still are, maybe. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It feels like a bit of a boring conversation to just keep going over. The game's very playable, especially with some of the mods that are coming up. And this should be the base now, and it should all improve from here. Is how I feel. So let's make the most of it, and rather than Russo, rather than just complaining daily, it's just going to make you miserable, I think, isn't it? Harry Kane Ballon d'Or arc lifting the World Cup, do you believe? Sure, yeah. I need the faces to be used more, like in the tactics screen. I think mods, yeah, a lot of mods would change that, wouldn't they? Like the ones, Kajura one that we used had the faces on the tactics screen. I imagine that'll be a thing once people start modding skins and things. Just Clock McCabe doesn't play much in your tactic. No, we've got so many good players. I don't know who you'd bring her in for. We've got so many good players. Yeah. It feels like people have been a little spoiled by previous betas where it's essentially been a complete game a couple of weeks early. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? If one thing you're used to and then another, like, if another game, like, if they hadn't done betas in the past and this was the beta, people would be a lot more forgiving, wouldn't they? Ella Toon's going to score the winner. Oh, for Pete's sake. 95th minute. And Toon's just put that in. That's a shame. It's easily playable, just loads of people following the bandwagon. People love the bandwagon, don't they? It is one of those. It is what it is. The Koreans have already pulled FM26 apart, apparently. Yeah, I saw that there's loads going on there. I mean, there's people in the Netherlands doing it as well, but yes. Right, we've lost that game. That's a shame. That's a shame. We have now, though, straight away a game with the men where we are using Bukayo Saka as a centre mid. Let me show you that. I don't think people are going to love this. But you did love it last time, so it's your fault. You voted for this if you were here in the last stream that we did. Saka is playing as a centre mid, dropping into left back. In possession, he plays here, helping the build-up. Out of possession, he drops down to here. Will it work? Yeah. What signings have you made? We have signed Rafa Leao, who's all... He might actually be back now. Is he back from his injury? He had 5 days, and I don't know what days. He's expected to return in 1 to 4 days. So we can maybe put him on the bench for this game. Rice is actually back, though. That's good. We can put Marino on here for... Do it for you. Yes, exactly. He is Lewis Skelly. We're getting Saka to do the Lewis Skelly role, and then Lewis Skelly's the backup for it. This is... I love Saka centre mid, the craziness. Yeah, you got to lean into the craziness, haven't you? Especially in the in the beta, you've got to do it. I'm a bit worried about Gyökeres, although he does have 2 assists actually. It's the average rating I was worried about mainly. So Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Saka, Zubimendi, Rice, Erdegaard, Semenyo right, Eze left, Gyökeres through the middle. That's fun. You play a rock bottom Man City at home, need to win. Are they actually rock bottom? Have City started terribly? I can't see it. That's the women's game. They are not rock bottom. They've got a point. They're 9th. No, hang on. That's the WSL still. Maybe they are bottom. I don't know. It's confusing when you've got both. They're 9th in the women's league in the WSL. She's very good. I had my arms full and couldn't reply at the time, but Letitia was both Nicky and I's first signing for our Arsenal saves. Interesting. Maybe I should have done that then. She's very good. Yeah, well, we've lost that game. This is where I'm hoping that we see some fun runs from Semenyo, from Eze, Saka getting forward. City are indeed rock bottom. 4 games in, they haven't won a game yet. You are correct. Well noticed. We really do have to win this, don't we? One thing that confuses me is dragging players on the tactics screen. I just avoid it now as the in and out tactics switch. You have to do it on combined. You get used to it. Do it on the combined. Otherwise, yeah, it does ruin everything, doesn't it? Right, underway. Can we get ourselves back-to-back league wins after a pretty inauspicious start? We've had 2 shots. They've had none. We've not had a highlight in the first 10. Let's see. I'm devoted to West Korea. We are now mortal enemies. What is happening in the chat right now? There's a silly amount of very good end contracts available in Jan for the women. Oh, yeah. We need to look at that, don't we? The only reason Slot won the league is because Klotz... Okay, well, no one even prompted that, Rubes. And it's just not true as well. It's just wrong. Because otherwise, why wasn't Klopp winning the league? So I'm just not having that. That's just revisionism right there is what that is. How's Jack doing? He's very well. He didn't sleep great last night. Reinders is in for 1-0. Good finish. That goal's very... see that goal a lot, don't you? The little ball into the striker and then the little turn around the corner. What's happened to our music? I think Kat's playing music in the car is what's happening here. What's she playing? So kind of need that. Cat in. I wonder if she'll listen to our music if I just start playing it again. I don't even know how to move it back to me. It just says playing on iPhone now. Right, this computer. There we go. You're a right back. You're a left back. What's Nunes doing there? Yeah, we're losing. At what stage do they start crawling? I know nothing about development stages. Not too long. Between 6 and a year. 6 months and a year. Probably before that. Erdogan, he's missed it. What a chance. Pep seems to have been nerfed this year. Yeah, maybe. He's not far off it. I have a theory, though, that Jack's going to walk before he crawls because he loves standing up and he's can like basically holds his weight up now, standing on his legs and stuff. I reckon Clayts started crawling 6 months ago. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, anytime, basically, they can be. I don't reckon he will be yet, but it happens quite quickly, I think. Gyökeres is surely off. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. What have we just seen? He was offside anyway, but this just hit... Can't get back. Oh, no, I can get back. What was this? It hits Donnarumma's shins and Gyökeres misses the open goal. Weird. My nephew didn't crawl at first, but did bum shuffling. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Get Spotify Duo, mate. It's not that much more and you get 2 accounts. I probably do need to do that. To be honest, it's not that much of an issue. Although it is when she keeps just changing it back. Was she texting me about it? No. What's your out of possession tactic? Seems to work pretty well. It's basically this, but falling back in. I'll show you in a second. Gyökeres is in. Gyökeres is in. He's hit the bar again. For Christ's sake. Tell you what, chap. Do you know, like, do you think there's I get why people don't like AI. I sort of agree. But people who just, again, it's bandwagon. People who just like hate on AI and just say things. Oh, if someone says, "Oh wow, you used AI to make decisions for a video. You must be very creative." I think that video is quite creative. The point is that AI is making I'm not trying to be good by using AI in that ChatGPT video. I'm restricting myself by making AI do the decisions for me. You completely miss the point. And people really enjoy it. So I just don't get like people's criticism sometimes where it's like, I know that AI is bad. I must say this. When are people thick? Like, because what you're criticizing isn't what's happened there. Like, you can think for yourself. Like, and you can use AI in creative ways. I'm not claiming to be like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have these AI chiropractor videos without So I'm a Fan. I get it. Like with the thing, it's just weird echo chamber. It's not even echo chamber. It's just where people people say this. I must say this. Don't listen to bots. Yeah, it's true. Have you seen the internet? Yeah, weirdly, it's sort of where my job is, Willie. But yeah, it's just like, what my word, what my word. Have you seen that effort? It's just weird, isn't it? It's also like saying AI is bad. I must hate all AI. We're watching literally an AI match engine right now. This is AI. Like, it's all around you just because you don't... Yeah, weird. Anyway, I think AI isn't the solution everyone thinks it will be, but I love the AI vids you do. Oh, for sure, yeah. But nor do I. That's why I'm not... If I was claiming ChatGPT, I use ChatGPT to become better at Football Manager. I use ChatGPT... and it to blah blah blah, like to make things better. That's one thing, but I'm literally not. I'm saying, look how bad ChatGPT's decisions are, and I'm gonna have to try and win despite it. The conversation around AI is much more nuanced and complex. It is for sure, yeah. Right, so we are losing to Man City at home here. I don't really know what's going on because I feel like we're not playing that well. I think they've got 2 points now as well, by the way. Hate when Pokemon trainers pick the optimal moves against dirty AI. Yeah, I don't know. That's just another complete can of worms to open, isn't it? It's just one of those. Hello, Clayts. How are you, mate? I'm good, thank you, Willie. Thank you, dude. I'm good. People don't have to watch it, do they? Exactly. That's also it as well. I was like, if you don't, these people who are with saying these things clearly haven't watched the video. Otherwise, they'd know what the premise of it is. They've seen ChatGPT in the title and decided to come and have a pop when, like, they just don't get it, do they? AI is terrible. Apparently, they make you break this. They do, don't they? Right. 50 minutes. We've got a corner. Can we get an equaliser here and try and go and win this game? Otherwise, we need to do Eze off. We need to get Gyökeres off. He's on a 6.1. Eze, we've hit both posts. Are you serious? We've hit the bar with Gyökeres, and now Eze just hit both posts. Flipping heck. Don't you click videos, put a hate comment on, and then leave? That's normal, right? People, it's weird. It's weird. Erdegaard. Thought there was a ball into the middle you could have played there, but he didn't. Rice. Long highlight. Can we go and get an equaliser? Saka playing centre mid. Look. Goes for goal. Good save. I remember the comments in your first vid was hilarious to watch some of the unwashed. The comment. Yeah. To be fair, with this video, I'm expecting it. That's also why, like, I did do the thing at the end where I like donate to plant a tree. Like, literally, all these people complaining about killing the planet. Completely valid concerns, but they clearly haven't watched the video, and I'm pretty sure I've done more to help the planet than they have on that particular day. Like, just this again, you don't have to just hate. You don't have to hate. Right, that was quite annoying. Was beating Wickham 3-0 and the game just completely crashed. Yeah, it's going to happen. Right, let's get Gyökeres off because he's on a 6.1. Who do we even bring on as a striker? But like Martinelli and play him down the middle. Play Semenyo down the middle. Semenyo down the middle might be quite fun. But then and then put Saka right wing. That might be what I do here because, excuse me, that we've got then a really strong player playing down the middle. Let's do Miles Lewis-Skelly then into the Miles Lewis-Skelly role. That makes sense. I hate you. Hate you too, brother. I like that too, mate. Too good a go. Makes me think about people commenting before watching. Thoughts about having a similar to Switch where you go to have to watch a certain amount of time before comment. Yeah, that could make sense, but it is what it is, isn't it? Semenyo as an outlet would be my choice. Yeah. Why would you play a centre mid on the right wing? Yeah, that's weird. You're right. Any other changes whilst I make changes here? Eze for Martinelli, maybe. Just get a different dribbler on there, maybe with more pace. Any more? Let's do that. Eze needs to go. Tired and playing bad. Yeah, I've taken him off. Let's see if I can now listen. I think I can. We can have the music back. I think Kat stopped listening to it. I planted 2 trees, mate, on the same day. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Right, what on earth is that? That's a highlight, is it? Are low ratings more common this year, or am I just bad? No, I feel like I've seen quite a lot more. And actually, I've seen quite a lot of high ratings where you've still lost. Quite often too. I'm actually enjoying the game now with the speed of money. It makes such a difference, doesn't it? Such a difference. We're actually dominating here. Look at the difference. And yet we're losing at home. Great highlight. He just booted it out for a goal kick. Martinelli then. Get to that byline. Cut the ball back. We score a goal. That's the plan here. Zubamendi. Gabriel. I have yet to make my striker score consistently somehow. I managed it actually in that ChatGPT video for the first proper time. Saka! He should play right wing. I actually think he's a really good right. I'm going to do something weird, I reckon. I reckon we're going to change Bukayo Saka to a right winger because he's quite good. Cuts inside his man, beats him, gets it onto his right foot, I think, here, and smashes it in near post. 1-1, sorry, with 25 to play. 25 to play. Where's the long throws and set piece goals? Yeah, I need to hand over responsibility for set pieces still, I think, to that weird little gremlin man. That'll maybe make the difference. Haaland's flicked it on. We're going to get this ball back. Lewis-Skelly into Martinelli. This is better football. Erdegaard, that's a good ball out wide. Semenyo. He's got Saka running. We need people in the box here. Get in the box, Erdegaard. Semenyo. It's 2-1. We've turned it around. Saka. I'm not even doing jokes now. I think I might need to put Saka back at right wing. Because yeah, that's really humbled me quite quickly, hasn't it? They've fallen apart. They have. We're back in the lead. Not back in the lead. We're in the lead for the first time. We're back really where we deserve to be. 15 to play. Do I go a bit more sensible for the final 10 here and basically ask Lewis Skelly out of possession to just go and play? Have I got another? Basically come in and play this now. Just for the final. Where's Lewis Skelly gone? Up front. Just do this for the final parts of this game. I think I probably do. How you doing, Bassy boy? Hope you're good. Someone told me you wanted to give me credit for the work in the modding. I do. I've actually, if you have a look in both chats, Bassy boy, your video is pinned here because I wanted to make sure that people went to the right place to see the work that you've done. And thank you so much. I'm sure you didn't see, but literally, my one thing that I was asking for to make this game better was to make the UI snappier. I did a tweet that just said, this game is transformed if you make the menu snappy, and you did it. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. It is a game changer. It just shows what this game can become, can't it? So yeah, thank you for putting the work in. I've tried to send people to your video. Saka again. Oh my word. Oh my word. Move Matoma to a left wing back in my Brighton save, and he's a beast. Nice. Of course. Yeah, go and subscribe to Bassy Boy because he's doing some cool stuff. He's done that. He's found that where you can change the backgrounds and how you can also do the new gens as well, and it makes it super easy. Like, I've thought when I saw what you did with the it was like a snail at negative temperature that's outside. It really was, wasn't it? It's like it's baffling that that's the choice that they seem to have made, because the fact that this is possible shows that it is a choice. But yeah, it's super easy, by the way. I thought it was going to be really complicated. It is. The way that Bassy set it up is that it is literally just one file that you need to put into your directory, into your documents folders, etc. Very easy. That YouTube stream title surely aged like milk. Well, or was it completely correct? Because what the title is, I think it was a mistake. And we've now proven that it was a mistake. So, if anything, it aged perfectly. Today, I'll have a video that shows how to replace the new gens yourself. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will have a look. I've not done the new gens. That's not something I'm as bothered about. But yeah, it's one of those. Well, chat, if you have questions for Bassy Boy, ask them now. He's in the YouTube chat. Look, if you have any questions, he also does say that, like, DM him if you have any issues. But I don't think you will. It's very easy to do, and it makes the game so much better. We've actually turned that around beautifully. Goals from Saka, Semenyo and Erdegaard. Saka with a goal and an assist after we move him back to right wing. Game changer. And now we've beaten Man City as well. Pep out. I mean, maybe. Saka and Martinelli wingers punishing City. Yeah. We did lose the women's game, though, which is a disappointment. I really thought we might romp home to victory in that one, but we've not, have we? Right. Just signed Chema Andres. Didn't quite realise how good he is. Nice. Nice. Does it affect CPU process? I'll tell you now, I am using 1.8% of my CPU and I'm streaming on YouTube, on Twitch and playing the game. So it doesn't seem to, no. I do need to make sure I keep saving though, because I'm sure that there are, that's one of the things. This Saka fella's quite good on the right wing, her. What a revelation. Do I actually need to change back, chat? Or do we keep going? One thing to say is that he hasn't actually learned the position yet, so maybe he'll be better when he can play there. I don't know. What's the men's contract situation? I don't know. I don't think we're too bad with contracts, are we? Oh, I had it on there anyway. We've got Trossard, Jesus, Martinelli, and Saka. Saka's only got 2 years left on his deal. Should we give Saka a new contract? I feel like that might be something to try and get locked down quite... Oh, my word. Maybe not. He wants 450k a week. That's a lot. I had a promise to play centre mid, yeah. Is that because is he asking for more money because I'm playing him out of position, maybe? No worries, just for the love of the game. So let's kick on now. Also feel the community sentiment is really good now compared to last time out. Good win, by the way. Thank you. I really hope so. Yeah, we had a chat about that before, actually, before you were here, saying I really hope that this is kind of like the catalyst that people see why they've moved across to Unity, because things like this suddenly become possible. And I know whether the conversation about why they're not making it themselves like this is there, but the possibilities now become so much greater, don't they? The game can become unbelievable in the future. That's just the rate. Give it. He's on 250k now. Do we actually give him 400k a week? This is an issue I've been having. Declan and Saka want insane money to re-sign contracts. That's 400k a week. I know, I get it. He's our best player, but wow. That's outrageous money. Let's see. Win the Premier League in 26-27. I'm going to say it to him because why not? We can only offer 375. Let's see. How does managing teams work when you have games on the same day? You just play one and then the other, Minister. Literally just like that. As if it was, say, a hot seat network game that you're doing, or a multiple managers game. You just do it one and then the other. That's all. We're looking at 3D stadiums and full character ovals. Absolutely, right? People will put the work in and be able to do that as well. Let's see. Oh, I guess we have to offer 375 for him. Can I offer maybe like a Ballon d'Or bonus? If you're that good, you've got to be thinking you can win the Ballon d'Or, Bakaya, right? I'll give you 2.9 million if you win the Ballon d'Or. 10 million loyalty bonus, by the way. Flipping heck. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to pop this up a little bit to cover the difference. He's not going to sign it. We are 50k off, to be fair, aren't we? Can I add I could still do this, can't I? I've never played those. So what was that? I don't know what that was about. I noticed at Liverpool, all contract negotiations were massive. Really? That's going to be fun, isn't it? Agent fee 3.3 million. Can I be your new agent? Yeah. Can you lock the wage and see what he bumps up elsewhere? Yeah, I suppose we can. At least semi-lock it, can't we? Sell on percentage because he won't sell. Yeah, I wonder if we just use that. Give him 25% because we're not going to sell him. And if we do, 25% of 200 million will actually still be... We'll still get loads of money, won't we? Yeah. Remember, though, short-term save. Yeah, right, we'll do that. Get him signed up and we go from there. Yeah. Usually FM, I've had a lot of issues with wages so far. A lot of players want massive wages and really high. Seems like a thing then. We've signed Matthew Cook. That's a good win, by the way. Suddenly, look, in a little bit of form with the Arsenal. Where are my fixtures gone? There they are. In a bit of form, look. 3 wins on the bounce, including that Fenerbahce game. That Liverpool loss now doesn't look as bad. It was a bit worrying for a while, though, wasn't it, when we were losing? We've got Newcastle away, so that's tough. Inter away, then West Ham at home as our next 3 games. We also need to try and bounce back with the women's team, who did just lose a game as well. Haaland ended up at like 600k 2 years in the game. Wow. To be fair, that feels like kind of what he signed real life, isn't it? Something like it might get to that point eventually. Contracts in 26 are poorly designed, very lazy. Do you think? They're the same. Are they not the same as 24? Like, I'm all for criticising, chat, but like... but people... I've seen people criticising things that were also in FM24 that now people want it to be more like FM24. I was like, well, that was a problem then, and that's better. There are things that are better. I don't think contracts are... Maybe... It's a very difficult thing, probably, to try and make Football Manager reflect the real life world for contracts because they are outrageous. And trying to go into the future, who knows like how big that they can become. But yeah. How you doing, Asman? Welcome in, dude. I found that people have forgotten how bad the base UI in 24 was. Oh, absolutely. People are comparing this base UI to their lovely modded skins that they managed to have in FM24. And that's an unfair reflection because also if they went back to the base skin in FM24, they'd have all sorts of problems. So for sure, they've forgotten how bad that was. Also, that's always going to happen, isn't it? Like, because you don't like the new thing, suddenly the old thing becomes so much better. Like it's like thinking that you like the grass is green, isn't it? It's that conversation. Enjoying your content on YouTube very much. Keep up the good work, Assman. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody here as well watching. Thank you for spending your Thursday mornings watching some Football Manager, having a chat. Very kind of you. There's a lot to criticise, but there are some low-key praiseworthy things. Yeah, for sure, yeah. Only FM I've played is FM26. Nice. Right, Leao is back now. That could be a game changer. Having him being able to start games, that's fun. Our main signing of the summer. I don't think contracts are the same as 24. It genuinely seems like contract values player wants are just cookie cutter values attributed to their current potential range. I might be wrong, though. Maybe. I feel like that was how it worked anyway, though, was it not? Like, players would always demand contracts based on their current ability anyway, I think. But yeah, maybe. It's not something I've experienced, but I'm not saying you're wrong. Stop modding a beta. It completely ruins the purpose of a beta. Yeah, I've not done it. I've definitely not done my part, Brian, for helping with feedback on bugs and things. You're right. Or maybe you haven't got a clue. Enjoying watching this save. Nice, Minister. Good. Apparently doing anything other than condemning this game to hell is dishonest. It's been a fun week. Yeah, that is very true. In fact, anything other than being endlessly miserable is weird these days. It's so weird how people love the misery and want to be miserable. They're clearly choosing to be miserable a lot of the time. I get like not particularly liking a game, but also it's a game, lads. Hiding Chroma, hope you're good. Just finished the AC Milan AI vid. Do you mind checking how Villa line up on your save for me, please? Potentially, yes. Let's get this game. Well, we can see the Villa women's team if you like. We've got that game coming up right now. The Addams family influenced way too many childhoods. Maybe they did. Yeah, misery loves company. How are you finding injuries so far? It seems to be a lot more frequent. We've had a lot actually. The men's team, we've had lots of them. Yeah. Some folk aren't happy unless they're moaning. So true. Absolutely true, yeah. I essentially got called a liar the other day because I said I was having fun despite the flaws. People are mental. It is weird, isn't it? You can say, I'm having fun, and people say, no, you're not. And you're sat there thinking, I am. Hang on a minute, I am. Someone speaking sense on the internet. Madness, but I'm here for it, yeah. How you doing, Sir Grunge? Welcome in, buddy. It's been a while, my friend. Banned. Right. No, you can't have fun. I like the game overall. Just some things are a bit irksome, like contracts. Oh, for sure. Look, you're not hearing any arguments with me. There are some irksome things. There are some things that I wish were in the game that aren't. There are some problems that I wish they'd fix, for sure. You can still have fun with things despite issues. My favourite game, chat, it's not Football Manager. My favourite game, you know the answer, most of you, is DayZ. Now, if there was ever a game that was the most buggy thing in the world, it's DayZ. And yet, that is the best game I've ever played. And I love it. And I play it more than any other game. So don't come to me with your bug. You learn to love them, all right? They become familiar. You live in the presence of bugs. They become your friends. You love them. The glitches, the buggy, weird things that happen, they become your mates. And you can live with them. The speed up mod is life change. It is, yeah. Bugs become features, exactly. Right, we are now playing Villa. Do I need to make any changes to this women's team? Thank you very much for I don't know where that actually came through. Whatever just came up. Send highlighted message from David. I actually didn't see that because the thing that I'm looking on. David, send your message again because I might have missed it if you highlighted it before. There's a mod for custom match speed. Yes, I did see that as well. So you can go and get yourself a 1.5 match speed, which I might have to do because that sounds very good. Forever complaining about the bugs on DayZ, you are. Had to meet you on Discord. Yeah, exactly. It's like the aliens in 24. Hated them, and then you missed them. You do. My favourite game ever is Cyberpunk 2077, so I know all about it. Exactly, right? The game can be... You can have fun, for sure. Right, I might just go... Let's just go with it, I think. I don't know if we're home or away for this one, but let's go with it. The bugs, though, it makes... Yeah, Skyrim, Pokemon Red and Blue, very beloved games. Utter glitchy nonsense, for sure. It's all about mindset, isn't it? And especially now with things like this, the UI speed mods. Bugs are one thing. Glitches and things are one thing. The most annoying thing is like it being frustrating and not being able to play the game the way that you want to. And that was the UI speeds for me. I just wanted it to be snappy, and now it can be. So, yeah, it's great. 1.25 too slow, 1.75 too fast. I agree. They just need... I'd love it if they could bring a 1.5 in. It's cool that it can be modded so that you can do that. That's cool. David said the game is enjoyable. Yes, there are bugs, but not great game breaking, just annoying bugs. I mean, some of them are game breaking. When the game, if you can't get your game to play without crashing, that is game breaking. That's not my experience, so that's... Maybe I'm lucky with that, but some people have that, which is, yeah, that needs to be fixed. Smith, post again. I'm really enjoying the game. Finally have that one more game bug back. Mind the pun. The UI is fun. The bugs will get fixed. There are some subtle bugs in the match engine that I hope get fixed. I tell you what, passive defending isn't a bug, but I hope they fix it in the match engine. Especially fullbacks seem to basically just not really engage and just like to watch. It doesn't matter what role you use, they seem to just not engage at all, which is really frustrating. There was one in the last game and it wasn't a fullback, but Zubamendi ended up in the fullback area and somebody dribbled past him because he was doing this. I'm not even sure he's looking at the ball. But yeah, I've got that feeling as well. I'm playing on my Steam Deck when I'm watching TV in the evening. I'm playing... just a Liverpool save, just like I haven't done a personal save in forever with Football Manager, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, yeah, it's great. Player instructions, yeah, Pav, probably. I've tried loads of different stuff, and it doesn't matter what role. Maybe it is just instructions. Russo, but yeah, they seem very passive. Passive defending make mid blocks so susceptible out wide in areas, which is a shame because mid blocks seem good otherwise. Yeah, well, that was a bit framey for a second, wasn't it? Are you seeing... Is yours really framey? I'm watching the game and it's not, but it seems framey for you right now. In fact, the stream just seems a bit framey. I don't know what's going on with my PC. Could be my PC. Framey AF, yeah. Is it back? It seems alright again now. I think that was a stream thing rather than a game thing there. I think we're alright again now. I didn't drop any frames though, which is the weird thing. It must have... Maybe my internet took a bit of a beating or something for some reason. Jack's downloading Warzone, maybe. Russo off the bar again. Some of these woodworks that we've hit today, outrageous. One annoying thing I've noticed is a forward just heading to a long ball to the opposing back line instead of fighting for it. Yeah, flicking it on. Haaland did a few of them actually in that last game against us, where they played it long to him and he just flicked it to nobody, which seems like an instruction that you'd tell him, don't do that. We've hit the bar again. I'm turning into RDF here. I'm going to lose my mind. I need to actually play Battlefield. I haven't played it. Apparently the Battlefield Battle Royale is actually really good. What age would you let Jack play GTA? Maybe in 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, I reckon 2, 3. I don't know. That's such a weird question, isn't it? Because as a kid, when I was 10 or something, 11, 12 maybe, I can't remember how old I actually was, but like I was like, obviously I should be playing GTA. It's a great game. Then as a parent, you're like, no, I didn't want them to do that. And that is so... The hypocrisy is real, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know. Jack will be old enough before GTA 6. Probably, yeah. I learned to jump on turtles at age 7. Mario, nice. You do see the other side of it. You do. You really do. I was playing GTA at 10. My dad didn't care. I think that's probably similar. I don't know. Yeah. When did GTA... What was the first... Was it GTA 3? Was the first one that was like 3D, right? And I definitely played that game. So whenever that came out, we could probably work out how old I was. Olivia Smith for 2. Lovely. GTA 4. I think it was 3, right? I don't know. All I did in GTA San Andreas was getting a car to the tuner and driving around. Yeah. What? Abiding by traffic rules. That was the best, wasn't it? Yeah, GTA 3. 1 and 2 are 2D. Yeah, I thought so. Make the portal editable and it's a game changer if I could add the league table, player stats, tactics. Oh, for sure, yeah. And to be fair to SI, they have always said that the aim for the game is to eventually make it customizable so that your cards that you click and things can be changed and can be and you can customize. They have actually been pretty, like Miles in interviews has been pretty clear with that all along. We just need them to get to a point where the game works the way that they want it to, and then that will come in, I think, but later on. But it will be a big game changer. Yeah, suddenly the way that you navigate through the game, if it's not very good, it's probably your fault in the end because you can make it whatever you want it to be. Maybe our parents didn't really know what any of it was, though. We've got to the detail of how inappropriate. That's true, actually. Is that just bad parenting then? Because maybe they should have been checking these things, but that is true. We now know what exactly it entails. Smith. Some of the women do look very grey, don't they? I just thought that on the corner. She looks unwell, does Maria Caldente look? Very grey. I feel like... I don't know why that's happened. I swear that wasn't like that before, but they do. You're too young to have played the GTA London. Jeez, I'm old. Yeah. Penref. We do have a penalty. It's going to be Caldente for 3. Right, this is better. Back to winning ways, definitely. Fully agree. The mistake they made, I think, was that the UI is combined by 3 different bases, which makes it a bit tricky. Interesting. I have no idea about that, but that sounds, yeah. I think the problem they had as well, and I think we said this last time, is that SI released a game, even in beta form, they released a game that one was massively different and was off the back of a year, like 2 years. So there was a lot of people expecting it to be better than, well, expecting it to be perfect, which there's loads of reasons why that wasn't going to be the case. They released a completely different game that you had to get used to at the same time as releasing a game that didn't really work. Not perfect, but not like this. Oh, I agree. The game was never going to be perfect, though, because of all the issues that they encountered that meant that the cancellation happened. And yes, they had an extra year, but I think people are in the know, and I've spoken to people. Like, I asked Jack about this specifically, because obviously he's got a bit of a background in game development and things. I was like, why haven't they got the game to a point where it works properly after a year? And he said basically they would have had 2 teams working on it. They would have had the UI, or like the game, and then they would have had the like behind the scenes stuff. Like they had the design team, and then they had the engine building teams, and they would have spent the 6 months, 7 months building those things to a point where they worked properly, and then they had to quite quickly in the last couple of months bring those 2 things together so that they could actually so that once they'd been finished being built, and then in those 2 months try and make it then playable, which they've actually ended up doing. They've actually worked really quickly, if you put it like that. Whether that's right or wrong, apparently that's what's happened. I'm loving Sabozla in this game. Me too, Holmesy. He's outrageously good. Outrageously good. We should do subs, shouldn't we? Also, can already tell that I love the search function. Wanted to know where individual training was, so search for it. Yeah, it is good that there is a backup thing like that works, isn't it? For sure. Just added the UI mod. Something so simple has made it infinitely better. Infinitely. How big is the team at SI? Pretty big. It's a pretty big team. Can't wait for man marking to work. Yeah, right. Let's do subs. Who's most tired? Catley's knackered, so let's do just Woburn Moy, I guess. Let's do Fox on, because I'm trying to train her to be able to play the role there, aren't I? Let's do Russo as a 10 as well, and hopefully she picks it up. I'm going to do Diani and play Smith there, I think. And we'll do Black Stenius on. Let's bring on... So 9.72 from Caldente, but I'm going to play Chloe Kelly for a bit on the side. Miles made the whole game himself. Yes. So what's for lunch today? Good question. Don't know. Not sure. It's a Thursday. It feels like a weekend because we're streaming, doesn't it? Team is about 285 to 300 people. Yeah, it's a big old team. Kelly. Black Stenius off the bench. Over. That's why she's not starting, because that is so far away from being a goal. I still don't know why the parents don't let their kids smoke, drink alcohol, or watch 18 rated movies, but happy for 80 rated games. Just seems odd to me showing my... Yeah. No, it is true. I guess it's ignorance rather than like an actual decision. And it's culture, isn't it? They know that those things are bad because they've experienced them, but whereas they don't play video games, they don't know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, I suppose. Black Stenius came up on my Tinder some years ago. That's hilarious. Thing about games is they're not real. That is true. Right, last few minutes, we're going to get ourselves another win. It's been a winny stream so far. That makes a change, doesn't it? Black Stenius is perpetually offside. No offsides for us yet. Let's see. Russo. Smith. She might be offside there. There you go. Right, to be fair, you've made a point there, and it's been backed up very quickly. Wow. Unreal timing. Okay. Aguiman done her ACL. IRL or in your game? Because in your game, I'm less worried about. It is because opinions regarding games have not evolved yet. Yeah, possibly true. All right, we are playing today against Newcastle. We have the men's game as well. You had to say it. I did, yeah. IRL. Oh, really? That's terrible news. Terrible news. Okay. I'd like Gyökeres to play better than a 6.48, but we move. I think we are going to keep this going. I might change mid-game, but I think I'm going to keep the Saka experiment going for this one because he seems to have picked up the ability to play there a little bit more now through training. So let's see. Have you decided what save to do when the game releases? Yeah, we're going to do a custom lower league save that's very me. When we know what's possible, there'll be more on it. But it's going to be think Worcester, think Hereford, think Malvern, think all of those things. And that's what we're going to do. Basti, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I'll see you soon. And thanks for the work you do. Let's go with Leao starting. Should we give him his first game? Eze didn't play great last time, did he? So let's do that, I think. Eze on the bench. Leao starting left wing. He hasn't got any match sharpness, but I think it's time to bring him in. Puts on his Leao shirt. Nice. Calvin Bassey has been helping you out a lot. He has. I don't think it's Calvin Bassey, but yeah. Right. There is the Newcastle team. There's the Arsenal team. There's the Arsenal team. Look how fun that looks in this weird aeroplane. It's like an aeroplane shape, isn't it, actually? Like a World War II plane shape. I have seen that mushroom man. Yeah, that's funny. Swede up top for Arsenal. The good life. Yeah, he's not doing great so far, but yes. Maybe Saka be better on a channel midfielder role in possession. Maybe. I've got them basically on central midfield roles because then they just follow what the tactic is saying type of thing, the team instructions, and it doesn't get confusing. Like, I think we'll see. We'll see. He's a channel striker, IMO. Possibly, yeah. That one isn't in the game, no. No, too young. Do you think adding in IRL stadiums is something they can do in future games? I think they can do it in this game. I think modded. I think in the future it'd be cool, wouldn't it? To have like FIFA-esque looking stadiums around you would be really cool to see. So you'd hope so. The look of the game graphics are so important. So they are massive. I think we are maybe because of the way that the player models look is taking away a little bit from how good some of the in-game graphics are. Like those licensed Premier League team graphics, it's unbelievable how good it is compared to. I've got my graphics on slightly lower than optimum just because when I'm streaming, I usually put them up when I'm not streaming. We've hit the bar again. Yeah, people found the stadium code already. Yeah, Bassi was here talking about it before. But I think we maybe are forgetting just how much better this actually is sometimes as well. Yeah, the Play-Doh faces, especially in the crowd ones because they are out because my graphics where they are. Like, this doesn't look like St. James's, does it? That'd be cool to make it look even better. But again, this being the baseline of the new era of FM should mean that in the future, this game should get even better and better. I know people maybe... Oh, so many. That's a lovely finish. 1-0! They can't... SI can't do it because they haven't got the license for the real stadiums. No. But I mean, it doesn't matter if modders can do it anyway. And secondly... in the future, they might have those licenses. You'd think they're going to work towards getting as many licenses as possible. There's loads more for this game, most they've ever had. Hopefully that just continues, right? I'm really enjoying the new match engine. I was already so tired of the old one. I am enjoying watching matches a lot more now. And now that could be because I was quite tired of watching matches in FM24 after so long, but I am looking forward to when I'm playing my personal save, which is kind of where I'm judging things mostly off, I think. When I'm playing like a personal save, I'm genuinely looking forward to getting to the next match. And that is a completely different feeling for me. And you know this because of the way that we did videos and the way that we did streams, the game for me for a long time in 24 was all about the squad building and the story of the save rather than actually the matches, because the matches were kind of secondary. I'm quite enjoying I mean, look how many matches we're playing on stream. I'm actually enjoying them a lot more. Erdegaard cleared. Do you have a personal save for the beta? Also, what highlight length are you playing on? We are on key. And yeah, I'm doing a Liverpool save just in my own time. I hope this hatred towards the game doesn't affect your numbers. Is that a joke? Oh, I think generally, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant my hatred towards the game. I was like, wow, really? I imagine it will do. If there is genuine sentiment from the wider viewer base that don't like the game, less people will watch the game. But there's not a lot I can do to control that, is there? And I don't want to be honest. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I misunderstood what you meant there. Is Frankie in 26? I don't think so. I find defenders are often standing around not doing anything or really slow to react. Yeah, we talked about this before, Climax. You're completely right. The patch said yesterday there are double the amount of people playing the beta than 24. The numbers are outrageous, and that's before console as well. I think there'll be another huge spike of interest in the game when console releases. Because say what you want about whether the game's designed for console or not, the numbers that play console are very high. That's a good goal from Nick Waltermada. Ball over the top. He gets in behind, and it's a good finish. 1-1. Yeah, the game technically isn't out yet. Absolutely true. They're adding some in-depth missing in the content updates. I hope so. I really hope so. All right. That'd be cool, Sir Grunge. If you're in the game, that'd be cool. The people that hate most are mostly new players to the genre. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the expectations are different. If you've seen his attributes, he's a beast. Yeah, he's very me, isn't he, Nick? He's very good in this year's game as well. Much better than, obviously, as you'd expect, better than 24. I'm going to do a lower league save with a custom team, I think, Luke, as the Twitch save. And try and build, like, the real story, yeah. Yeah, I did see that somebody's got the console version. Like, I think it was a physical PS4. Like, that happened. I remember that happened quite a lot in FIFA back in the day, that the actual console game would come out and people could get it early because shops aren't supposed to sell it, but then they did sometimes, or for whatever reason. Leonie does know the save. She does. I've been doing some designing of things behind the scenes and sharing them with Leonie. I say less bought it, but Reddit is a hive mind and not real life. That you do need to remember that a little bit as well, yeah. You're doing Merthyr Town, trying to get the first Welsh Prem winner. Very nice, boom. All right, 56 minutes on the clock. Oh, dear. I was about to do a change. Now Newcastle look like they've got a chance. Remember when they first brought out 3D graphics? They were so basic. This is a step... Oh, it is a step forward. It's been disallowed. It says disallowed goal, but are they going to check VAR here? Anthony Gordon's put it in the back of the net. And the goal has been disallowed. We're a bit lucky there. Let's do the change then that we have been... The change that made the difference last game. Saka's going to go into or onto the right wing. We're going to play Semenyo up top. We could do Leao as a striker now, couldn't we? So how's Semenyo playing? He's our best player again. He scored the goal, didn't he? We'll do you up front then, Semenyo. And we will bring on... Is Leonard Miller right-footed or left-footed, by the way? I can't click on his name here. All right, ignore that. Let's do Miles Lewis-Skelly for Gyökeres. Message me the save, thanks, but I will do, yes. I'll show you what I've done for it so far, Pav. Erdegaard's not playing great, so maybe Eze for him as the sub too. And hopefully this makes a difference. That's an Nürnberg. Oh, is it? Okay, there you go then. Kamada was unreal. That goes to show what a player Kamada can become in FM26, by the way. Very good striker. Newcastle are going to score here, aren't they? It's a cutback. Yep, of course they are. Oh, dear. It should do, Holmesy. Yeah, it should do. Is Lucas still good? I haven't actually looked. He's at Napoli, isn't he? So I haven't looked. Right, we're 2-1 down. We were leading here. We haven't even had a chance for the save, for the changes to make a difference because they scored immediately when I made the changes. I might do Leao off just because it's his first game and he hasn't got the match sharpness, and Martinelli was good off the bench last time. So let's do that and hope we can find an equaliser. Nico Paz, the one to watch in the Italian league, bonkers. Yeah, he's a good player. Martinelli then straight away off the bench. Finds the pass. Someone's shooting there. There's that That changed, though. Martinelli, now can you beat your man again? No. We're very narrow. When the first wave of the attack doesn't work, although, oh my word, he's hit the bar again. Of course he has. How many have we... Can we have a counter? I actually think I might be able to add a counter. Maybe that the mods can then update as well. I'm going to try and do something here, chat. There's things that you can do. And we're going to add a woodwork counter to the stream. Widgets and alerts. We're going to have a label. No, interaction. No. Goal, other. How do you do it? There is a way. It's like a death counter, but in other games. Are we going to score? Oh, my word. How have we not scored there? Emoji rain. What's that? Oh, maybe I can't do it here. Maybe that. I thought it was in that, but it's not. Maybe it's my other thing. Let me open this. I'm just doing some background stuff here. We're not going to win, are we? Maybe one more change. Maybe I should do. Maybe I should try and win this game. Who else? Who else can make a difference here? We don't have any other attacking changes on the bench at all, do we? Unless we move Martinelli to striker. We don't really have a chance to do it. Maybe if we do that and get 2 strikers. Can I not swap you? Apparently not. I can swap you. I just can't swap those 2. All right. I'm going to cancel all of that then because there's no point. There we go. In for a bit to watch before bed tonight. How you doing, lad? I hope you're good, my friend. Marino up front, go full Arteta. I did think about it. Here we go. Martinelli beats his man in behind. Keeper's left. Oh, my word. Did you see the amount of space that Martinelli left open there? I can't see it again. I can. Did you see the gap? And he didn't put it in it. Look. There. Put it in that corner. And he hits it straight at him, look. Oh, what a chance to equalise. He said about international management being removed. Not really. I wouldn't say sad. That's a bit much. It'd be cool if it was back in the game. I feel like being a manager, you should be able to manage whoever. But yeah, I wouldn't say sad. Enjoy Grunge. I'll see you soon. Had a bug similar to that earlier where I couldn't get a sub. Yeah, I've had it before as well. Right, Eze's not playing good anyway. Did I bring Eze on? He's on a 6.39. Flipping heck. Right, let's do Marino for Rice just because he's not playing great. Just to make something happen. We've got added time. Can we get one more highlight? We're going to lose to Newcastle from leading as well. And we should have won. Maybe we shouldn't have won, but we had chances to equalise. Right, we've lost. Walter Modder was very good. It does mean you can't do... Well, you can do Build the Nation saves. You just can't do them in the same way. Miles said it's coming back revamped. Yeah, he did say that. He can. Yeah. All right. What a boob. I agree. How you doing, Scon? I'm very sad about this. Yeah. I think as long as they then bring it back into the game and it is what it is, you just have to be a bit patient. What's your opinion about how tactical changes work out in the match engine and if it works properly? No, I've not seen... Right, we've got Saka on this massive wage, by the way. I've made changes and I've seen it happen. It seems to be implemented in the game. I don't know. Is that a thing that people have not had? Right, we did lose a game there. That's not amazing, is it? Not amazing news. I've done it once and hated it. Yeah. I feel... Again, it's just... maybe I'm just, like, tired of the conversation because it's been... Like, we've been talking about international management not being in the game for 2 years now, haven't we? Seeing Eddie Howe's picture without Tyndall. Yeah, that's sad. You're right. That is true. There was something I wanted to see. Oh, yeah. I wanted to do the counter, didn't I? But... it is much more difficult to do, apparently. All right, I won't bother doing that now. But maybe that's something we need is a woodwork counter. Score multiple goals in some games from it. Have a short corner set up and it seems really broken. Nice. Sounds fun. As someone without the beta, any clue where I can find player attributes on? Like, yeah, Jack, I don't know. Does anybody know that other than like looking on FM Scout, sorted out SI, looking on the big hosting websites? They've got like the database, some database stuff there, but I don't know if it has every player's on there. Has Lenny gone out with Cat and... No, Lenny's here. You can just about actually see his ears, I think. There he is. Look, Lenny's here. He's chilling in the background. Yeah, he's chilling. Right. We have Inter for the men and the women. I can't see, but Inter coming up midweek. How are you finding the UI and the rest of the game? As all I can see online is people hating on the game. I'm having lots of fun. The UI is now much better because I've got this mod on that makes it quick. Like, again, just to show you, the game now with this mod on means that I can click on cards and things like this and players like this, and I can click through players this quickly. It makes the game infinitely better. Even like clicking on these things, I can click on a new team, I can click into their thing, I can click into these cards. The game is lightning fast with the mod. The quick mod's a lifesaver. It makes the game so much better. Been hella busy at work, not been able to watch what a violation of my worker right. That's so true, Scrumber. How upsetting. Thank you for the all of the new follows and things over on you. I can see loads coming through on Twitch as well. Thank you for following. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor and like the stream, please. It really does help. There's 39 likes. I reckon there's over 200 people watching, so we can get to 100 likes, I reckon. If you all just drop a like, it helps it when the stream becomes a video. That is my plea for you, please and thank you. Right. Let's continue. How do I replace Lewandowski? You go to the transfer market, you look for a player and you buy them. I don't know. Twitch people can like as well. You can actually. That's true. You could go over to the YouTube stream and like it. That could help too. The mod goes to the game. It removes some of like the delays in between screens basically. And some of the animations that happen in between screens. And means that it's just, I think 250 times faster or something. Or 250% faster, I should say. Isn't it really funny seeing Liverpool being so good at losing? Yeah, really funny. Really funny. Brilliant. Right, here we go. Where do we get the mod? I have linked in both chats the video from Bassy Boy that shows you how to do the mod. It is there for you to go and do. Yeah, to be fair, Good Evil, that is true. Everyone has bought all of the really good strikers, haven't they? That is true. Dumfries might be the best player in the game. Is he good? We'll see how he does in this game here. This Inter team, if you've watched the stream, the video, the ChatGPT one, you will know this Inter team are a bit of a problem. He's crazy, is he? Oh my God. Yeah. He's outrageous. Why has he got 15 finishing? That's one of the best strikers in the game. Why is he so good? He's got 17 pace acceleration, 18 pace, 15 finishing. What's his composure? 14. That's good enough. Off the ball's 18. That's the best striker in the game. He's got 17 jumping reach. Should we buy him and play him up front? Should we buy Denzel Dumfries and make him our striker? I think we've just had a plan. That is outrageous. It's a shame he's 29. Yeah, who asked who should replace Lewandowski? There you go. There's your answer. He can't jump a thing. Well, he can. Jump 17 jumping reach. Watch him score now. He's got the ball. Here he is. Bye-bye, Victor. Exactly, yeah. Poll it. I don't think we need to poll it. It's obvious what we should do. Well, because those 2 goals versus Barca, yeah. Over the top. Oh, my word. Did that hit the... No, it's behind the goal. Do a swap deal with Saka. I mean, he's better than Saka, so maybe. Outrageous. Right, Saka's picked up a yellow. Seems realistic to me. Yeah. Sure. Right, Inter are good. They are the better team here so far, aren't they? IRL. What? Buy him? What? He can't jump in IRL. Yeah, weird. He's like, there he goes. He's skipping past his man, Martinez. He's got the ball again here, Dumfries. What's his crossing as well? Whew, that's close. Can you imagine going on the red card run Chelsea would be an IRL and FM I'd uninstall? Yeah, that's true actually. What was the Delap red card for? Was it like 2 yellows or was it fighting or like scuffling? Is it only 17 is crossing? Is it rubbish? That is silly, isn't it? Thank you for the sub, Bill. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the primer. 26 months from Bill. What a legend. Second yellow, he full-on jumped on a defender. Nice. Elbow. Fair enough. Maresca's not concerned, is he? I might change here just because this is... I don't know. To be fair, stats-wise, we look all right. Just every highlight has been Inter. I was thinking maybe a change of system away at Inter might be a plan here, but maybe we see it through. Maybe we stick it out. Albert to the face, was it? He was the same at Ipswich, was he? I can't say I watched loads of Liam Delap. Watched him against Liverpool. He was awful. Stats-wise, we're all right, but the highlights are in. All the highlights are into such an Arsenal statement. Yeah. Semenyo down the right wing, beats his man. Gets to the byline, can cut it across, shoots. Did that hit? Was that a save or did it hit the post? It was a save, okay. He body checked his defender without looking at the ball. Okay, yeah, classic. Right, halfway through nearly. Timber's playing well. How's Saka doing? 6.8 from Saka, 6.6 from Gyökeres. We've really not got him going. I tell you what, we need Denzel Dumfries, I think, up front, don't we? Otherwise, we are struggling a bit. Surely Chelsea get fined at some point, maybe. All right. I don't like what I saw from the team. What's wrong with Liverpool? Why do they keep losing? I feel like... I mean, we've talked about it already, but... This isn't like... Surely you're not using last night to like keep bringing that up again. They lost last night because they played the kids. And Palace played their full team. Like, that's why... Like, last night isn't something to add to this conversation. Before that, fine. But then, yeah. I guess maybe if you didn't watch that game, you'd see that Liverpool have lost another game. But yeah, maybe Saka right wing might be something we change to. That's a foul on Dumfries. Leal's going to pick up a yellow just to talking to, I think. Yeah, let's do the change, but after this highlight. Is that a penalty? That's so soft. Have we actually just conceded a penalty for that? I think we have, haven't we? Yeah, exactly. The loss last night was very, very predictable. Right, we've conceded a pen. Is Dumfries going to take it? I don't think he is. I wish I could click on players still here. It's going to be whoever that. It's not Martinez. Who is that? Barella? No, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Let's not even say his name. Good. Oh my God, he's missed it. He's missed it. He's put it wide. What do you rate the game so far out of 10? Don't know. Did sound a bit like Slot was complaining about squad depth when ultimately he's thrown that game. Yeah. I don't know if I love the interview he did. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because they spent a lot of money, but at the same time, we didn't necessarily add any depth to the team because we also sold a load of players. So he's not wrong that there isn't much squad depth, but at the same time, he spent loads of money. So I suppose they are different things, aren't they? Squad depth and investment are different things. Has he thrown the game? It's called rotation. Well, he didn't really have a choice. That's the other thing as well. He didn't really have a choice but to rotate. We've got Villa, Real Madrid, City, 3 games in 8 days, and we've got injuries. And actually, the difference between the team Slot played last night and the first and that is basically the second team because of the injuries that they've got at the moment. Not that like he didn't throw the game, but he also had to rotate, so in turn did throw the game type of thing. He has to be careful, in my opinion. We're in terrible form and he's making the same errors every game. I don't think last night was about the errors. It was the personnel, wasn't it? I'm just not factoring in the Palace game from last night in any of the conversations about anything. I just don't think it's worth it. The lack of bench is the only thing I didn't understand. Yeah, that's true. Because I suppose he could have rotated, but I maybe just didn't want to use those players. I think he wanted training ground time, and not playing them means that they can train today. If they're in the squad, I don't think they train today, and I think he wanted the training time. It all comes down, said it earlier, it all comes down to the reaction that he gets on Saturday. If the performance is there against Villa and they win that game, he's fully vindicated. If it doesn't, then you look back and think, I'm not quite sure what the plan was there. Is that fair? Let's go with Saka back to right wing then. Let's go Semenyo up front, which seems to be my go-to because Gyökeres is not doing it for me. Villa's a very tough game. Yeah. Don't know is a safe answer to not irritate Sports Interactive considering future opportunities. Sports Interactive Sports Interactive would not care if I called this game the worst game that's ever existed. Or if I called it... I think you're massively over-egging how much Sports Interactive care about what I say. Or any content creators, to be honest with you. The fact that is part of the problem is that they don't think that our voices hold enough esteem. I nearly did a swear there. Nearly, yeah. Nearly. Didn't though. I love that one as well. These content creators, their shills are getting paid. Shut up. You weirdos. Why do you care about that type of thing? Weird. There's literally family members I care less about than the way that people care about what content the level of scrutiny people hold content creators to. Chill your bones, man. Just watch your Milan ChatGPT video. It was a fun watch. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Raiden. Do you realise Gyökeres is in midfield? Yeah, I'm taking him off, Holmesy. Don't worry. I'm just trying to work out who we're gonna bring on. I guess we do Lewis Skelly. 0-0 with half an hour to play. Saliba's having a terrible game as well. Did he concede the penalty? Maybe that's why. Eze at 10, yeah. That's a good shout. And then we've got Martinelli to come on. Martinelli has been very good actually for us. What's Dumzals? I've called him there. Dumfries' value is not for... Well, we need to... I can't do it from here. We'll have a look after the game whether we can sign Dumfries. Okay, this guy's good at free kicks, isn't he? Çalhanoğlu. I'm scared. He's hit the bar. They've scored anyway. Right. That's annoying. Dumfries. Exactly. 115 mil. He's worth it. It's good. Thank you, David. Hope you're good. Right. We have... We're 1-0 down. That's a shame. That's a shame. Exactly. Right, can we now with the changes with Saka back right wing, can we go and create something? Because that goal going in was before the changes even happened anyway, wasn't it? Yeah, Mkhitaryan scoring the goal, of course it was. That's a poor pass. Saliba's won the header. They've got the second ball though. There's a lot of space out wide. I think he's off. Doesn't matter, we've headed it to them anyway. What a tackle that is, Gabriel. What a tackle. Match sounds sound a bit better than 24. I agree with that, actually, yeah. And the match sounds loud enough, by the way, or do I need to up them? I did try and put them so that they're on. And YouTube, can you hear match sounds, by the way? Hopefully you can. Was a good goal. The free kick was good, yeah. Can hear them, but they're not loud. Do we want them louder? I can turn them up a little bit. Is that better? No? Good. Well, that's what I want them to be able to hear them, but not loud, to be fair. You can't make shouts during games. No, that is something that they have removed. And people aren't happy about it. Mkhitaryan must be 36, 37. How old is Mkhitaryan now? He is 36. And still scoring against us. Yeah, celebrating against his old team. Of course he is. Right. Let's do Martinelli for Leao, who's not been great since we've been playing him, has he? I mean, we've not been great, to be honest. I don't think we did beat City, but I don't think we were great in that game. And we lost to Newcastle. Bit worrying. This Inter team is a joke, though. You've seen how good Dumfries is. I respect your answer, of course. Someone said setting up friendly matches seemed impossible. Have you figured it out? What's been the hardest thing? I haven't tried to do friendlies, to be honest. The hardest... I don't know what the hardest thing has been. There's loads of things, but it's like... Maybe there's been times where I'm like, how do I get to this screen? But then you do it once and then I sort of you learn it. The hardest thing for me was before this mod, the game was too slow and too like laboured in between screens. So the fact that we then have loads of screens to click on because of the UI design, that was just awful. It was horrible because it was the design meant that you have to click loads and then the clicking was bad. And it wasn't even the clicking. The clicking wasn't even like the design of the UI wasn't the problem. It was the fact that it made you click loads of times. So now with this change, with this mod, it's massively changes it. That was my biggest issue, but yeah. How doing, Seth? Do we need to start Gabby Boy and Semenyo up front? I think we do. It's like, again, that's made the difference there, isn't it? Martinelli on the wing and Semenyo through the middle scores the goal. Semenyo's not even played well, but I guess it was just a nodded in. Look at the space at right back. Oh my God. Of course he scores. Of course he scores. You did that, chat. You brought up how good he was. And then we played no left back against him. Of course he scores. Christ. The best player in the world. Denzel Dumfries. Of course he doesn't miss. He got 17 finishing. Is it 15? I think it's 15. Get him in, yeah. Denzel Dumfries. Right, can we... Inter dominated, to be honest. Best 9 in the game, yeah. I mean, we have left him completely open by not playing a left back. Which, in hindsight, seems like a mistake, doesn't it? I can't wait to see how expensive he's going to be. Right, we have lost. I'm not too worried. It's a Champions League game and there's so many. As long as we get through in the playoffs, I'm okay with it. It would be nice to make sure we back this up with a win in the league game, though. We play West Ham at home, so hopefully 2 losses, look, on the road. Hopefully, well, we need to bounce back in that game, don't we? Let's have a look at Dumfries. He's so cheap. 55 to 66 million for what is clearly the best player in the game. That's a madness. Shall I just... I don't know if we've got any money, but shall I just buy him now? I can change my camera to the right view, yes. In the van. What money have we got? We've got 8 million and no way. I need to... Okay, we've got no money to spend. I need to put some of this money in here as well. But yeah, January, well, let's do that. Do you have any clauses to sell? I think I sold them all. But yeah, January, let's do that. How is he so cheap for you? Into 150 mil from me. I assume we're at different parts of the game. Good evil. Remortgage the transfer. Yes. Trossard and Jesus out. Dumfries in. Deal. Right, what are we in? We're on the 1st of October. We need to get to Jan. So a chance that Dumfries being that good is a mistake. I don't know. There's a few times like that. Like Gravenberch. Based on last season, like Dumfries, I guess that like they had a good season last year, didn't they? Inter Dumfries was great, but he's 29. Should he be that good? And should Gravenberch be this bad? He's just so distinctly average, and he's such a good footballer, and the value's massive still. Wonder if you can sell Zinni to get some pounds. I hate the nickname Zinni. He's good IRL, but that feels too good. Yeah. Gravenberch is only 23. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if that really matters for... Maybe because they're leaving space for him to get really good. But yeah. English tax that. Yeah. For that Dutch. They're also both Dutch. Yeah. Maybe they're leaving space for that KDC. But still, I feel like he's proven to be good enough to be better than that already in game. And there's loads of other players that are young and are outrageous in the game too. Like, for example, should this guy be better than Gravenberch? Now, I get he's a brilliant prospect in real life, but this guy's also young. He's 19. Should he be better than Ryan Gravenberch? Or, like, at this stage of the game? I would argue probably not. What's Yamal like in game? He's very good, yeah. Have you seen Stiller, by the way, for clarity? I can't work out if he's great for the context of my save or if he's just great. We have seen, we tried to sign him actually, I think in one of the videos, didn't we? Yeah, he's just very good. He's just good. Never heard of him until the game came out. Exactly, right? Dutch tax. Are you also, you're mostly used to looking at younger players, I guess. So Dumfries is the finished article. Yeah, no, though. I feel like I'm pretty well adjusted to knowing what is a good player in Football Manager. So yeah, he's the finished article, but I reckon there's players his age who are also not as good, right? There's lots of 29-year-olds in the game that aren't anywhere near good as Dumfries. Who have we got that could compare? Like, we've got, let me go back to here. I mean, how old is Semenyo now? Semenyo's 29. I don't know who'd be the good comparison, really. But yeah, you know what I mean. Marino is 29 and isn't as good, but then is he as good in real life? Probably not, maybe not. Yeah, do you know what? Wharton is very underwhelming. He is. I agree. Thank you, Breezy. Froholt has been one of the top players at the League of Portugal so far, and he's just got a few caps for Denmark. I'm not doubting that. Is he better than Ryan Gravenberch? Is my point here. And like, if you're going to say that, Froholt's been great, but I get your point, yeah. Semenyo's 25, yeah. You signed him at Newcastle, he's distinctly average. Yeah, he doesn't look... I've looked at him before and he doesn't look good. Attributes-wise, anyway, yeah. All right, we have got Women's Champions League squad to pick. Can I pick everybody? Katie Reid doesn't need registering and everybody else is in. Perfect. Lovely. Is Ronaldo or Messi still highly rated despite the league they play in? They've both got... Ronaldo's physicals are a bit rubbish, I think it was. Or was it Messi's? We did look at them before. I mean, they're about as good as you'd expect them to be. 20 natural fitness, look. He's retiring at the end of the season. You can't even sign him. Messi's not, though. So you could sign Messi. I've searched for Essie and Russo comes up. Still actually quicker. Like 13 acceleration still. What's Luis Suarez's acceleration? Because I've seen that man run and it looks like he doesn't have knees. Yeah, that's accurate. 7 acceleration, 8 pace. He runs like me. Does Luis Suarez in real life? What about Busquets? How slow can a footballer be? 7 and 8. Yeah, fair. He's also retiring. I signed Neymar in your Palace, though. Did you actually? That's fun. That's fun. Real Madrid have started to come for my youngsters already. What should I do? Just reject, and hope that they are happy, or sell them and sign other ones. Can you show Royce? I can. Still pretty good, to be fair. Still pretty good. You want to see Neymar? Neymar is the type of player I'd sign and put on a massive wage playing for a League One team, is Neymar. I say that as if it's not something I've already done before, but yeah, you know what I mean. Vardy. We're doing player requests, are we? Vardy at Cremonense is pretty good. Cremonese. Is Ronaldo retiring? Yeah. Why are Nathan Teller and Fulkrug unbelievable? What's Nathan Teller look like? Is he just like fast? Because that's probably why. He doesn't look amazing, but he's just fast, I think. Froholt's, yeah, we looked at him before, Sarah. He's very good. Do you know if there's been any info from SI about console? I can't tell if it's going to have the same patches as PC. I haven't seen loads, to be honest. No. Clayts wouldn't be doing this in a slower UI. No. Would not be searching for players and going through them. Bernardo Silva is measured as the slowest player in the Premier League. How slow is he in-game? Good question. I imagine it's not that slow. 13:12. Imagine he's faster than Milner. Yeah, 11:10. So there you go. Myth busted. Right, we have got oh my word, we've got City away with the women's team. This is a huge game. Huge game. This game, the Chelsea game, the United game, our biggest games of the season. I think we go with what has worked so far, which is this. Katie Reid, is she developing? Nope. Downward arrows. That's not good news. I don't know if Ronaldo will retire IRL or not. He hasn't said he is, has he? So it's weird how the game's put that in there. No, we don't make any changes because we won 4-0 in the last game, so we're going to go with this. You're having more fun managing the women's or men's team? Different fun, I think. I think I was having more fun with the women and then got deeper into the men's stuff and maybe having more fun with building that team there. I need to get Deanne a photo. Does she not have a photo? I did put I've done it. You can add photos to the game. I added one for Kamada in my game. I'm just hoping that some of these get added anyway in real life. His contract goes to 27, so maybe he'll be over an age threshold for the database. Maybe, actually. Possibly, because he's 40. And I don't know if there is, because wasn't there like... Can you play with that the Japanese bloke who's like 50? So maybe. Can you get staff from female teams and place them in your male team? That's a good question. I think the way that it's set up is that you can, but every individual staff member has a hidden attribute somewhere that says whether they are willing to go and work in the other game. So women, whether they're working the men's game, men, whether they're working the women's game. So it'll be up to on an individual basis. That City striker is built. Yeah. Is it Bunny Shaw? Because she's outrageously good, yes. How you doing, Schwartz? Welcome in, buddy. Japanese free agent who's 55. Exactly. What's his name? We signed Miura. We signed him last time there was a beta. We signed Miura for Newcastle, didn't we? And we gave him a grayed out photo because he was so old. Why? We do some weird things. We made his in-game photo black and white because he's so old. That's funny. Oh, over the top from Russo. Imagine a female manager managing a big club in the men's game or vice versa. I mean, it could happen, couldn't it? We've had women working in the men's game. It will happen eventually in real life. So why not in your game? Where's the fun in not doing weird stuff? Exactly. Here's Bunny Shaw, who might be as good as Denzel Dumfries, to be honest with you. Santos, lovely run, but a good nick in the midfield from Olivia Smith. Diani, go on, run him. Get to the byline. Caddy, go on. Round. Russo's there. Headed across. Off the bar again, of course it is. The keeper's dropped it. What's happened there? Lovely little touch. Diani, we're still on the attack. This is good. Another time we've hit the... I miss Danny Carver Jalapeno. What a time. I might just change him to Danny Carver Jalapeno. I feel like that is the type of lore that should be in every FM game for us, isn't it? FM24 Emma Hayes kept getting jobs I interviewed for in one save. Nice. Jesus Christ, the mod's fast. Just fell to the floor like Patrick Tuman, Yolanda. It's outrageous, isn't it, fam? So good. So much better. Need to add the sound effect you can trigger every time you hit the bar. Probably do, yeah. R.I.P. Marv the Mint. What is the weirdest thing we've ever done in FM, chat? I love how there's going to be people in the YouTube chat like, what on earth is Danny Carver Jalapeno? And I'm sort of here for that. What's the weirdest thing we've done? We had Marv the Mint where we put polos on his eyes. We turned Danny Carvajal into a jalapeno. We made Miura's photo black and white because he's so old. Okay. We added... Miedemar, good save. We added Jason Tyndall to Eddie Howe's photo in-game. We did make Florian Wirtz a right-back. Shelley right-back might be the best, actually. Wirtz right-back was pretty good, but the original Shelley right-back was amazing. We did have a new gen called Sparring Knob as well. That was a weird one. Oh, the Peter Walton lurking in the background. Do you know what? Now that you can actually put backgrounds into the game, should we actually mod Peter Walton as a background in the game that you guys can go and download? Not Nathan Shelley, no. Florian Inverts. Yeah, the Peter Walton lurking was so good. I wonder if I've still got that picture of Walton. I do. Chat. He's there somewhere. That's it. It's done. We'll leave it like this. It's perfect. Welcome back, Peter Walton. Is he in the game? He's actually sort of there in game, but you can't quite see him. Can I change it on here? He's sort of there. He's sort of... I think it's made me go really framey now. It's broken the stream. Peter, you've broken the stream. Go away. I'm just going to see if that recovers. You can see his teeth. Yeah. He's back. Okay. I don't know. I know it's framey. I don't know what's happening. I think my internet drops a little bit and then it comes back. It came back last time. I'm just going to wait, I think. You've seen everyone changing their backgrounds in game and it looks incredible. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? He broke the game. Are we good? I haven't dropped any frames, but are we good? Not quite. Nearly, I think. Not yet, no. I don't think it's the game that's doing... Is it because of the rain? It might be because of the rain. You ate dog toothpaste on stream once. That was weird. That was weird, yeah. That was weird. I wonder if it is the in-game... Let me go 2D and just see if it is the in-game graphics that are doing it. No, it's not, look. It's not that. I am, Julio, yes. We are using the speed-up mod. It's outrageously good. You know how to do it? No YouTube tutorial. What, for the backgrounds? It's on... Yeah, go to Bassy Boys. Go to the pinned video in the chat, and he's got another video where it shows you how to do it. Yeah. Okay, this time it feels like the internet isn't coming back, which is frustrating. Let me... Not really sure what I can do about that. Let me close some things, maybe. There's no pin video on Twitch. Oh, is it gone away again, has it? Oh, Bunny Shaw scored, by the way. Are we back? Are we less? No, we're still framey. I don't know why. Maybe it's my CPU usage because it's gone up to 8%. But still not massive, is it? Could be that. It's a volley from... But it's a great... does the speed up mod cause many bugs? It hasn't caused any yet, other than this. The stream is just jumping, but also happens to your face. So it's the stream itself. Yeah, exactly. It's either the whole PC or the stream itself. I think it's back, actually. We seem all right again now, look. Oh, no, it is jumping. So I don't quite know. It's like my PC's decided to... Something's happened, but it might come back. What provider are you with? I'll lower my download speed on Steam by 3 MBs to help you out. Thank you, Scrumbun. That'd be good. Yeah. Right. Is that 2-0? It's 2-0. That's a shame. We back? See, it seems all right again now, look. Thanks for the sub, Mr. Teeny. Hope you're good. At least your voice is fine. Is it? Okay, that's good, actually. That is a big... That helps if the voice is at least staying the same. I'm going to close this. And let me close some other stuff and see if it just helps at all. Hopefully it does. Are we good? We seem all right again now. It's gone again. No, it's back. Okay, good. Yeah. Why are people hating so much on FM26? Loads of reasons, but also because it's fun to hate on stuff apparently for people. Cooney Cross, wide. We're going to lose to City, aren't we? I did say it. Didn't I say the words earlier? It's a winning stream today, and then I've gone on to lose. Is it every game since? Because I think it might be. Which is upsetting. Did you lose the intergame? Yeah, I did. Laggy again for me? Seems alright for me at the moment. I can tell by how much my head moves. Oh no, it is a bit. No, I think that might be the game there. Yeah, we did lose to Inter. The gameplay is doing the occasional stutter. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think it's during highlights. Yeah, I think you're right. Weird. Anyway, hopefully it picks up again because it was fine for... We're 2 hours into the stream and it's only just started doing it. So I'm hoping it's like an internet dropping thing on my PC's doing something. Maybe it's like trying to upload or do something else. Nobody's being honest. Yeah. Can I exit anything else on here? I can exit that probably. Russo's not playing well. Okay, I've not made subs here. It could be. It is since we brought in Peter Walton, to be fair. It was fine before that, wasn't it? Okay, we've lost that game, but I think we were always going to. Bunny Shaw's very good. Let's see if it picks up now that we're not in a game. And see. I joined the stream and see. I've seen 3 losses. Maybe I'm the problem. You might be, Harrigan. Yeah. Yeah, we seem all right again now. I think it was the game running. Like the match running was the problem, even in not 3D. Because we seem to be... Seems all fine again now. We are using the UI mod as well. Look at it. It's a joke how much better it is. Just to like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Looks good now. Yeah, weird. Who's managing West Ham? Nuno is there still. The madman did it. One dude. I know. What a guy. Right. We've got West Ham. We've only lost 2 games, I suppose, and it was both away games against our rivals. So as long as we beat PSG, beat Brighton, and then we've got Chelsea at home, winning that game will make a massive difference, yeah. Is the UI mod on the Steam Workshop? I don't think it's on Steam. I think it is now being hosted on like FM Scout or something, but on the video, it's literally one file. Just one file changing it will do it for you, and it fixes the game. It's crazy. Yeah, Breezy, I think you're right. Can't win in Manchester, clearly. That might be it. Can we post the link? It was already in here before, but if someone could post the link to the video again, I can pin it again. I guess I must have pinned it, but not the whole time type of thing. If there was a timer on it. UI mod basically has minimal impact for me. PC problem. It has no impact for me. It's not the... Oh, really? Oh, I see. It's not making yours better. Really? It must be your PC then, I guess. Yeah. As bad as it can be right now, I think modability will be the biggest long-term advantage to the Unity move. Exactly. We said about that earlier, actually. It's going to make a huge difference. Right. The message is pinned. You can now... There you go. Look, it's pinned in the Twitch chat. I think it's still pinned in the YouTube chat as well. Mr. Tinney, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you. Appreciate. It feels a slight improvement, but certainly not what I'm seeing elsewhere. So it's not like this. You mean? It's not like this. Because it's not a slight improvement for me. It's an outrageous improvement. Right. PSG on the 7th. I'm a bit worried that if we go into a game, it's going to be really laggy again, but yeah. Where are the standings in the game? There? On your portal? Just there? And if they say you wanted your UCL ones, you click on the UCL. Just installed it, and it's better in some areas than others. Yeah. There's some like cards that still need to open. For example, like... And then, but I think, yeah, like squad there. Do you see how it takes a bit longer, the squad screen? The squad one takes longer, but then once you're into it, now these are really snappy again in between players and stuff. But yeah. I think, though, an easy way for them to just make the UI look better. I don't really hate... I don't know. I guess that's personal opinion as well. I think the game looks quite good. I know it's a lot of information, but I really think maybe because I've got used to it now as well, I actually think visually it's quite nice, the way that the game looks, like the purple and stuff. I don't maybe I'm just used to it, maybe. But that's why skins existed anyway. And that's why all the skins that people downloaded, they didn't all download the same skin. They used different ones, don't they? The new box is so useless. What new box? Text on the squad screen loads slowly for me. Screen loads and then the text come in about a second or two later. Yeah, so that's basically what the mod does, I think, is that in the real game now without the mod on, it does a delay so that everything loads in together with the transition, whereas the mod gets rid of those files that make that happen so that it just loads in when it's ready, so that you might have a delay between certain things, but at least if your computer's quick enough to make it happen, it will happen at the same times. Oh, it's miles better than the 24 standard skin. Yeah. It looks good. It's just the path to things and the window size are poorly optimized. I agree with that. A lot of the windows, I'm like, why are we not using this part of the screen and things? But I also don't know if I worry about those things as much as usual, as other people. But yeah. I also like how the game looks. The only things are the bugs and some features missing. Yeah. Was a bit gutted with the game yesterday, but after seeing the improvement one mod can do, I'm quite excited yet. Yeah. I'm hoping that's going to be people's feelings as well, is that you realise the potential. And we should be pretty good at seeing the potential in things, being Football Manager players, but there should be loads of potential too. Is Madueke back from injury? And yeah, I think Madueke is back from it. He might be useful to have on our bench as well. We do keep changing. I might do the change that we talked about now. Let's put Madueke on the bench. Let's go Semenyo striker. and then go... Can I play Leao this side? How does he play on the other side? Not good. I want to start Martinelli. Do I just start Martinelli on the right-hand side, maybe? Because he's been one of our better players. It doesn't look like it there, but I feel like he's been one of our better players. Doesn't love it on that side. It's mostly because they no longer store windows in the cache, I believe. See my above message for a small possible explanation. It's a bit of a weird decision. Yeah. Weird one. For some reason, they no longer cache the UI screens, meaning they are reloaded from scratch each time. Bit of a strange decision. Caching means storing a copy in memory instead of... Which, is that what this now does? Because I feel like it's quicker when you go... Say I go to the squad screen, then go off it and go back to the squad screen. It's much quicker to get there. Is that because of caching? Maybe. I love the game. I only have 2 gripes. Comparing 2 external players and you're unable to track attribute changes. Other than that, I don't understand the hate. You can compare players from other teams now, I believe. If you go to the other player first, then go to compare. Comparison. I can then collect. Yeah, I suppose you can do it to your own players. You just can't do it to other players. Another thing is they need to do the attribute highlighting on here for roles. That's massively needed. This just deletes the intentional delay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. This just disables the waiting times. Caching would be a lot harder to add for a modern. Not sure if it's possible even. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's a weird one. So basically, why do you think this works the way that why do you think they haven't chosen to do, not the caching, but why do you think they've put the delays in? Is it to try and standardize the game for everybody across different devices and across different computer rigs? Because I feel like slowing the game down for people intentionally is so counterproductive. Unless the aim is to try and lower, like they've gone for the floor and they're going to try and lower the floor for everyone type of thing. Were they not saying delays were for beta only? No, I don't think so. Consoles watching on the sofa with a controller, you can't notice the delay. That's my personal view. I think you probably can though. Right? Like, if I'm clicking, even with a controller, if I'm clicking on a player's screen and it's taken ages to pop up, that's frustrating. I think they think it'd look poor if not every element is loaded, whereas a lot of the player base prefers just having it ASAP, even if it's a bit janky sometimes. Well, I'm also seeing, yeah, I guess. But, yeah, I guess it's that. Yeah, maybe even making that a toggleable option, surely. Like, smooth, like call it skin smoothing or something to turn it in or like on or off. The smoothing is having things coming loading in together. I doubt it's standardizing, but actually giving lower spec machines a chance. You're probably on the right lines, but I don't think there's a conscious effort to disable higher spec machines. No, I don't think it's a conscious effort, but it's definitely a thing that's happened though, because my game is now faster by delaying that when it was much slower, so it's clearly possible. But yeah, maybe it's just a beta thing to make it more stable. Hopefully, that's what I hope, is that it's a beta thing and then they're trying to make it so that it's more like this for everybody later on. I guess they decided the UI speed was acceptable for everyone, but it was the wrong decision. Much better, faster. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what their thinking is behind it? But right now, weird. Seems like a weird decision. I guess they preferred see the whole world at once instead of procedurally generating. Yeah, and I suppose my experience of it is on a decent computer, so that when I'm loading it in, I'm not seeing loads of different elements loading at different times. I'm basically getting to see like the perfect world that we could live in, where it's quick and everything loads at the same time. So maybe that's my experience is speaking there. Would you mind going through your tactic in and out of possession? Curious to see how you make the 3 at the back work. Well, I mean, we've lost a few games, so not really. Basically, in possession, we play like this. So Timber tucks in to be a right-sided centre-back, so we have 3. And then out of possession, they just drop back into a 4 again. And it looks like this. I wouldn't say... Well, to be fair, games that we should be winning, we are winning. But yeah, lots of other... We have dropped some points, to be fair. Right, let's do... I'm going to start Martinelli right wing. And I'm going to push on with layout, although the first change we'll make here is Martinelli goes that side. Saka goes right wing probably. And I'm going to take Gyökeres out because I've not been loving him. He's been annoyingly bad. Missing things. Let's see if my computer's able to cope with a match as well. I'm a bit worried it won't, but we'll see. We might have to start instant resulting. Which I wouldn't want to do. If they didn't include this, they'd have a million bug reports about elements not loading. If they do it, they get people complaining about things being slow. Ultimately, it's two decisions with trade-offs. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. All right. We are... There's the West Ham team. I've signed Rossi. Liverpool top of the league. That's a nice thing to see, isn't it? We're not top of the league. Let's see what my CPU usage goes up to. Because right now, even though the game has kicked off, it's still 2.2%. For some reason in that last game, it went to 8%, and that's what made it laggy. Because now it's fine. Why does it do that? Why does Martinelli have 1.5 star? I think the defensive role doesn't suit him. Oh, for sure it doesn't. That's another thing in the game. Defensive roles don't really suit anybody if you try and do anything that's a little bit deeper. My experience is to kind of ignore that and not worry about it too much, though. Liverpool won 5 Premier Leagues in a row, my save. Nice. Nice. Cool. That's what we're up against, is it? Also, Martinelli's playing on the wrong side, technically now. Like, he usually plays left wing. We're playing him on the right, so there's that as well. Okay, West Ham on the attack. One of the best players in the game, apparently. Todibo at right centre-back. That's Saka being burned up by Somerville. That's going to be a goal for James Ward-Prowse. How unrealistic is this? Yeah, I might need to change this system. It's good fun, but I think it is going to cause us to lose lots of games. And that's not as fun, is it? Seems fair that the champions have spent so much would be very unrealistic if they drew. Like, yeah, it's very true. Very unrealistic if they just didn't win games. If they lost 5 in a row. Bitmax says, defensively sound winger, it is Martinelli. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Half an hour played. We're 1-0 down. We haven't created any highlights yet. A little bit worrying. And Ward-Prowse scoring from open play as well. The game is gone. Yep. He's on a 7.5. Terrible. How you doing, Mackay? Right, free kick in a good position. Declan Rice with his mohawk. Deflected post. We've hit the post again. Can I see? I don't know if you can even go in and see things like stats like that anymore. How many times have we hit the woodwork? What's going on? That one deflected onto the woodwork as well. If they score in the break from this, they're not going to. Right, we're away here. We've got 4 on 3. Erdegaard. Space. Goes to Martinelli. There's players in the middle. We've kind of lost the initiative a little bit here, and it's a good tackle from Igor. That's a shame. We was 4 on 3 for a second there. Saka can't defend, and as a midfielder is not attacking either. It's a fun experiment, but it's costing you. I don't really disagree. I think there needs to be a new experiment, and that experiment is Denzel Dumfries up front. Yeah, I might just have to revert, especially now that we're having to use Martinelli on the wrong side because of it type of thing. It is fun, but I'm not sure it's making us very good. I actually think we're doing quite well in spite of that. Have you considered Dumfries for the centre mid spot? That's smart, isn't it? ETA on the Dumfries experiment. It's January. That's a lovely effort. Piling on the pressure, apparently. He's got insane striker stats. Yeah, he's got insane stats, full stop. Or attributes, if you want to give them their proper name. But yeah, outrageous. All right. Half time is when I'm going to make this change, I think. Timber left back, left centre back. Dumfries right back, centre mid striker. Ooh. Using Timber on that side could work. Let's go with the changes. We'll go. How's Leao playing? We could do Semenyo there. Do you know, I'm going to take... Who do I take off here? Leao, probably. It's not like he's been good, is he? And do Mars Lewis Skelly. I think we do that, you know. I think it might be more challenging than 24, you know. And I think Especially, I think, in certain saves, I'm really hoping it is. But then again, it is just a new game with different the in and out tactics and things. Eventually, maybe this one becomes as easy as 24 did, because eventually you play it long enough to sort of know, don't you? But yeah. Saka, tackle, but he gets it back. On the right-hand side now, tackled again. We get it back again. Lewis Skelly in the midfield. Semenyo, Erdegaard, Saka. We did have it for 2 years, exactly, yeah. Can we get ourselves back in this match? This is an uninspiring attack so far. Get Hakimi and make him right wing. Yeah, Hakimi's going to be very expensive, though, is the problem. Can you use the arrow keys to make your manager stand on the very edge of the technical area? I don't think so. Menyo! I don't think so. I like the thinking, though. I think that's what's missing. Yeah, I agree. Someone do a bug report and say that I can't move my manager around. That would be a very interesting. Yeah, Arteta just getting booked for being outside his technical area, or not getting booked, actually. Always believe in Semenyo. Always believe in Semenyo. Saka, right wing now. Might be the answer, that. I'm deaf, but I am an under-16 analyst for Nottingham Forest. I have a tip for you. Keep an eye on Villa and Derby's youth academy in these next few years. They're incredibly strong. Interesting. New way of doing shouts, yeah. I like it. Depends how many of those players stay in those youth academies, though, isn't it? And how many are poached by the bigger teams, if you like. Especially Derby, for example. All right, Rice with the corner. Half an hour to play. I'm going to have to do more subs. 6.4 from Erdegaard as well. We've barely scored any set pieces. Martinelli wide. We're still piling on the pressure but can't score. Let's do changes. Let's go. Erdegaard off for Eze. Let's bring Rice forward. And bring on... bring Rice back and bring on Marino. There we go. I vote they add a microphone system to the game where to shout, you actually have to shout at the screen. That's good. Like, proximity chat. Should FM have proximity chat where I can talk to my players? I didn't move. No, I was thinking. Sorry. How you doing, Kiki? Kiki. All right, we're going to lose at home to West Ham. Now, that is a problem. We don't really deserve it. They're down to 10 as well. How can I make this team score a goal? I might go. I know it seems weird to do this now, but I might go to something a little bit more run of the mill and just see if it can yield a goal here. Maybe also... Swap those over. Maybe also now's the time for Gyökeres off the bench to make a difference. Yeah, losing at home to West Ham is probably the type of result to get you sacked. GTA gives you rep for singing in the shower. Maybe shouting in FM should motivate players. I like it. 19 shots. They've had one shot on target and they're winning 1-0 here. It might be my first proper FMing this. 7 to play. Get that ball back. Sacked in the morning. To be fair, I actually get that because I've got a chat that tells me I'm getting sacked. Sacked in the mountains, as one person said. Saka! That's an awful pass. Who was that to? What are we doing, lads? What are we doing? 5 to play. Do I go very attacking? Does that work in FM26? Do I actually remember the beta for 24? I did a tactic that was very attacking. And we won loads of games with it. Just started very attacking. We're going to lose. Or are we going to get a late equaliser? We are into added time. Rice is going to shoot. Oh, my word. Don't. He've hit the bar. Of course we've hit the bar. Why is that? Oh, David Raya's up. Keep us up, chat. We didn't even get the highlight. Pointless. We've lost. That is a ridiculous... Look at that. Look at that. 25 shots, chat. 25 shots. We're not even winning every game with the women's team. West Ham are second. Oh my God, they're amazing. Okay, I feel better now. Why am I not focused? There we go. That is brutal. But, Jesus. I'm really not happy. Side note, we actually chanted sacked in the car park at Dyche at the weekend. Nice, nice. There's a potential to rattle Arsenal fans on Twitter some Gyökeres slander there. Yeah, I like that, actually. I don't really like rattling. It's not the time to rattle Arsenal fans either, though. They've got quite a good response at the moment. I don't like to arm them with these things. I don't want to subject myself to that. Coach just told me my 18-year-old looks like he's past his peak. I missed you, FM advice. That's nice, isn't it? West Ham used Haram ball against us. They did. Criticism of Zubamendi. Do we need to take him out? I don't know if I need to say goodbye to this experiment. Chat. Can I do a poll here? No, I don't think so. Vote with your words instead. It's going to be a yes or a no. Do I bin off the Saka experiment? Yes or no? It's a poll, but we're not doing a poll. Do I try and save our season? Bin, yes, yes. Unfortunately so. I mean, Blazing says no. Yes, please. I'm just going to vote as well. Yes. He needs to get used to it. Give him a season. I don't think we'd have a job anymore if we did that. I like how you also wrote yes, though. 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress time. Yeah, give him a run between the sticks. I'm thinking I'll go to this, which is very boring. But I seem to have found that basically in and out of possession, even not doing this and just keeping these guys high, which I might do now, has been more productive for me. I also will say my 3 at the back systems that I've been using have been cooking. Is there a way to change to 3 at the back here with Arsenal? Like, there might be. Play him up front, false 9. I feel like we should play him in his position, which is there. And I feel like bringing New back in as well, weirdly, because he's been maybe sticking with Leao for now. We'll see. I prefer lower voices with what's going on there. Semenyo and Saka wing backs. Maybe in games we're supposed to win. And then what? Do we play Lewis Skelly there? Do we play Calafiori as our left back? Does that make us really defensively solid if we play Calafiori? Can you show? I can't show you Downman though. It's not in the game. So I really would struggle. I feel like that's just the smart play to do this, but it's a bit boring. We can still do the fun. I guess the women's team are still playing their fun system, aren't they? I don't know why that made me laugh so much. I was like, I'm not reading the rest of that out. I read the 3 first words of that and I was like, no, do you know what? No. I met Marinakos for once. Nice. Bring on Denzel. Yes, I agree. Let's get to January and bring in Denzel Dumfries. Should we tweet that and see what people's responses are? I assume someone's tweeted it already. Dumzal. I've written Dumzal again. Also, can I change his name to Dunzal Demfries, please? All right. Let's do a tweet. How do I do a screenshot? That's the face I've done for the screenshot. Did you like that? I did a... I'm going to tweet. Can you not give nicknames? I think so. I think you can. Yeah, you can. His new name. Dunzal Demfries. I should have done that for the... shall I do that for... Right, chat. Shall I do that for the screenshot? I'm going to do it again and see if anybody even notices on Twitter. They will, and it'll annoy them, and it'll be good. So let's do that as well. Let's know that there's a good thing. I don't know where this saves these, but... Where does it save my screenshots? Yeah, Dumsal Demfries is going to be searching for Dunzal, exactly. Is... how do I phrase this? Why... I'm going to call him Dumfries in the tweet and see if anyone notices his name in games. Is Dumfries not the best striker in the game? Am I tripping? Or is Denzel Dumfries not the best striker in FM26? There we go. That'll do. Don't sell them fries. Good. I should have put Walton in the background. You're right. I should have put Walton in the background. Right. Chat. Let's see. You can track it here. See whether... Follow me on Twitter, by the way. See if anybody reacts to the fact he's now called Dunzal Demfries. Should we gaslight everyone and say it's actually how you spell it? Yeah, they're wrong. Everyone who replies saying, no, I'm pretty sure that's... See if people think that they're having like a migraine or a stroke or something. Because that's how I would feel if I was being told that that's not his name. We do have fun, don't we? I'm in the picture. I made it. You did make it. With 18 off the ball. He's outrageously good, isn't he? Outrageously good. Okay, we play a Carabao Cup game in 2 days. And we play PSG in 1 day with the women's team. So, that'll be first. Your face looks so confused in the screenshot. Yeah. I am confused. Why is he the best player in the game? Okay, let's play this game here. This UI mod is just outrageous, isn't it? It's so good. Do I get some revenue from it? I don't know. If I will, probably won't get much revenue from that tweet, but we'll see. We'll see. How you doing, Tomsy? Hope you're good. Hello. Right, 2 losses on... Is that 3 losses on the bounce, by the way? Ugh. We are Arna slotting it here at Arsenal. Is it just me or the full vibes just here for the vibes? Or are full vibes just here for the vibes this year? What does that mean? Am I having a stroke? Someone's already commented on it. Of course they have. Let's see. What have they said? Have we all been done? I don't think they really even... They didn't... I don't know if they've actually noticed. Can you get this to 100 likes, chat? Yeah, I agree. I think... Can we get the stream liked, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. I meant to say fullbacks. Got ya. Yes. That makes more sense. Fullbacks are just here for the vibes. Maybe. They don't really defend much, do they? Oh, we've actually got the men's game first. So, Leao is flying somewhere. What do you mean Leao's flying somewhere? That's the thing. I don't really know why Leao can't play right now, looking at this screen here. I can see that he's got that there. Why is he on international duty with Portugal, though? In the middle of a season. What do you mean Portugal have got a game? For the World Cup qualifiers. What do you mean Leao's not available for a first team game? What? That can't be right. Is Semenyo as good as he is in real life in FM? He's pretty good, yeah. I guess we replace him and put Martinelli in then. That seems buggy. Have a look at Giovanni Quenda in your save. He's nuts in your save. Yeah, he is. I think we looked at him before, actually. He's very good. Nwaneri back on the bench for him then, maybe? I think we're going to go Semenyo up front still, even with the new system. Because then Saka, Martinelli... Although we could do Semenyo. No, I'm going to go like this, I think. You never played Trossard. Hate Trossard. Semenyo's cup tied. Of course he is. Right, Gyökeres is going to play then. Because also, look, I've got no... How am I supposed to know that? Of course he's cup tied, because it's so obvious from this screen here that he can't play this game. It doesn't say it anywhere. Right, Gyökeres out. Or Gyökeres in, sorry. And we'll put Miller on the bench. Like that. There we go. Tyler Dibbling is a cheat code, is he? You just do like dribblers. Dribblers on the ball just make a huge. Right, Timber's not fully fit, but he's going to have to play. Oh, we've got a match with both. Okay, so women's team. We did lose the last game, but I'm going to stick with it, I think. We'll go like that. Do you think the new UI is good, even if it takes a while to understand? There are issues, but I generally like it, yeah. Okay, women's game first. PSG are our opponents. Scary. It feels too... I don't dislike it, honestly. The lighting on the stadium there looks brilliant, yeah. Like, night matches look cool, don't they? I feel like we don't get them enough, though. We've had Champions League finals that have been in the day and stuff that I've played. So maybe that's why. I've not had a women's Champions League licensed game yet. This is the first one. It looks cool. I like the match, the score box. I rather these games are at Meadow Park and the game as all the FA Cup matches at Meadow Park, but not the... Oh, interesting. So it's got this game at the Emirates for some reason. Weird. Especially as Arsenal... Are we at home? I think we're away, aren't we? But yeah. It's a bit rich how they only have 500 people in the crowds. Yeah. I guess when they use the men's stadium, it doesn't quite reflect the numbers and things. Because usually if it was the men's stadium, they wouldn't open all of the stands. So at least each one that's open is... And the Emirates do pretty well anyway. Arsenal fill it up, to be honest. But with other... Like Liverpool, they just won't open one of the stands and then it looks full because the ones that are open are full type of thing. Goal? No. Cleared off the line. It's not the presentation I dislike. It's that it's not very intuitive and optimized. Routes to things aren't clear and we're missing a lot of the nitty gritty we all loved. Ah, yeah. I'm not doing this again. Chat, how long is this? It's not your fault at all, Bev. At all. But how many times, for how long now are we going to have people come into streams and just talk about the same things? It's not your fault at all. But, Christ, we've done this to death. I can't keep saying the same thing. At least another 2 weeks, yeah. And yeah, it's not your fault, but... And I don't disagree with what you said, but we've done it a lot. Just remember, I suppose, if you're going into streams, and making a point about the biggest discussion point in the community right now, it's probably not the first time it's come up, is it? When we've been live for 2.5 hours. It'd be quite weird if talking about the UI was the first time we've talked about the UI, wouldn't it? Anyone finding work permits an issue? How can someone like Ruben Neves not qualify for a work permit? I've not found that, actually. Is that onside? It was very close. Russo scores with a weird little back heel type finish. It was a great ball over the top. And we lead, but it must have been close to being offside there. There is VAR in the Women's Champions League. We've not seen it there, have we? Graham Hansen at Barcelona is probably the most technical player in the game if you haven't checked her out. Yeah, we have. We've looked at her. She was great on FIFA as well, wasn't she? Mo, you should sign Bruno Fernandes as a backup to Erdegaard. Who the hell is Mo? Diani, 2-0. Tell you what, I didn't realize so many people did under 18 training. Who are these people? What's wrong with them? That's true, actually. Yeah, a lot of the people that I can't believe you can't do this. That is game breaking. Like, so Cav, right? You know Cav. He likes FM. He loves playing FM. He goes, I just don't know, man. I just don't know if I can play this. I can't compare. It doesn't give me it doesn't highlight the roles when I can compare players anymore. I just don't know if I can play this. And I just think, yes, that is a really nice thing to have in the game. I'm not sure that is my one game-breaking thing. IMO instead of mode. That makes more sense. Like, is that important? It's just like making it easier for you. Like, if you just compare them anyway, but obviously it'd be nice to have it, but I don't think it's that game-breaking. New here. What do you think about the UI? Just kidding. Nice. How you doing, Jonas? Right, we're 3-0 up here. Where has this performance been in that last game? Diani is outrageous. Lovely ball into the middle. Russo scores all the goals. 3-0 in 23 minutes against PSG. Oh, is that Dunn? I liked Dunn on FIFA. She was good. Caldente. Oscar Schwartau. Favourite player so far in FM26? I'm going to say Francesco Camada. And if you've watched the video, you know. Up there. Vanderson. There's another one. How's Aitana in this game? Very good. Dumfries I've not actually had on my team yet, but from January onwards, you're going to see how good Denzel Dumfries is. I always say his name wrong. 4-0! Mariona! What's going on? This game looks like year 11 versus year 7. It does, doesn't it? This is outrageous. I can't attend Mauritius's under 21 matches. Like, why? Like, why even bother playing this game? Is that Watching Man chat? In the chat? I think we found Watching Man's alt account. Watching Man's burner. They've done the crowd dirty here. Could at least fill it more. Yeah, I agree. Standard Marriott's 2025 game. We are destroying PSV. It's not PSV, PSG. It does play differently. Yeah, the animations look very different in the women's game. It does play differently. There are noticeable differences. Stanway. Beats her marker. Finds Mariona. Cuts inside and tackled. Tiani for Smith. Defenders missed it. This is a long highlight. If this gets to 6, do you instant result it? I think we might, yes. Just for the sake of time. What logo pack have you used for European leagues? That's a great question. I don't know. Chat, I never know which logo packs and things I use. I Google FM26 logo pack and I go on the one that looks nicest. So probably FM Scout or something, but I don't know. So the only one I know is the Faces pack is the cutout ones. We're 5-0 up in 25 minutes. Olivia Smith. Right, if it gets to 6, we're going to instant result, okay? Leonie's called it.
Follow me. Okay.
Leonie has called it. Do you still have a team meeting at the start of every season and before important matches with the expectations? Always holiday those because everyone gets dissatisfied. I never do them. I always just ignore them. Go straight. But I don't holiday them. Just ignore them and just don't do them. Have we a Watching Man career in the works? Maybe not the Marine job in the... Maybe you got the Marine job. Maybe. Smith, over. Every minute there's another highlight, isn't there? Do you think they did that on purpose after all the backlash from the idiots? What, making the women's game better? Don't know, maybe. I will say the gameplay animations look very good compared to the men's game. Yeah. If it goes 5-1, they've missed anyway, so it's not going to. If it goes 5-1, do we go... If it goes 6-1, do we still instant result? It's 5-0 at 30 minutes. We're just dominating. Crystal Dunn, that's her name, isn't it? And Wrighton was good on FM as well. Looking forward to dipping in. I think the corresponding men's women's leagues shouldn't be loaded by default when picking. Can clutter the news articles, especially if you're not planning to jump between the saves. So don't load them then. But if they're not loaded by default, you can unload them. Didn't realise you could choose not to load them for my save. That's a you thing then, isn't it? I guess I see what you mean by default. But that's like saying the ones that pop up say, I guess I see what you mean. They're there by default, but the fact that you can unload them means that that's not really that much of a problem. Now that you know, you just maybe, yeah. I see what you're saying. Who reads the news tab anyway? I think people do, to be fair. They are, you have to actually turn them off. It's just poor UX is what I mean. I had to be told. Okay. On a contrary point, I didn't have to be told. I just went across and had a look at which ones were loaded. Mingus, did I actually? I'm sorry if I missed your sub. Thank you, buddy, for the sub. Why did I miss that then? To be fair, I don't see it on here. But thank you, buddy. It does say it at the top which ones are on there, yeah. Right, it's 6. I think that means we're gonna instant result at... Well, we'll start the second half and then we'll instant result this. 6-0 up at half time. Why are we so good? I always scroll FM Twitter. Right, let's... I actually can't instant result. Is it because I've not kicked off? Why can't I instant result? Oh, I can't instant result because we've got the other game, the men's games at the same time, so I can't. Yeah, the men are not winning 5-0 at PSG. Although, this PSG team is actually good still. Surely when adding and removing leagues at the start of a game, it's the same process it's always been, just with women's leagues, so it's a you problem. I see what they mean, Damo. I don't think it's worthy of being upset about, but at the same time, when you click in to add the men's league, it also adds the women's league. But, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a problem if you can just do it anyway, type of thing. Why are we effing? Oh, because I can't instant result. It's all right. We should enjoy the fact that we're winning a game. Only comms? Yeah, tell you what, let's do only comms and just finish the game off. You're right. Good shout. That's the best we can do for an... instead of instant resulting it. Let's just do that. I should do subs as well, to be honest. To make sure we don't knacker our players out when we're 5-0 up. Let's give some game time. Fox comes on. Let's give Kim Little a little run out as well at number 10. Let's give Chloe Kelly for Diani. Beth Mead for Caldente. And I kind of want to leave Russo on to score as many goals as possible. Maybe I don't, though. Maybe Manham. I don't think I've played it yet for Stanway. Let's do that. Kim Little, yeah. What's happened to the middle screen? Yeah, when you go onto only... It's 7, by the way. It's 7. No, it selects both at first. You then have to go to the men's, women, and click none on the... Yeah, exactly. It's not that... Click the remove, removes the nation from both. Maybe it's a me thing, but it wasn't abundantly clear. Yeah, maybe it wasn't clear the first time, but it's very clear now. Right? I don't think it's fine. It's 7, it's heaven. And I don't even think it's a massive deal if it was to load in both from everywhere. I don't think it really does clutter anything. Maybe it slows down a little bit of performance, but people load in loads of leagues anyway. They've scored a goal. We've conceded. That's not great keeping, is it? But yeah, now you know. It's not so sorted, isn't it? Why are we talking about this when we should be talking about the UI looking console-y? Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. Someone should bring that up again. Yes. Is it possible to see all the players I'm currently scouting somewhere? I don't know. Like, usually there's a scouted players thing, isn't there? What has happened to your screen? Nothing's happened to my screen. What do you mean what's happened to my screen? This, I've turned it on to only comms for the game because I wanted it to just finish. Nothing's happened. I did it. I changed that. It does when you get to the club's release players or set to release youth. It gives you both men and women. I don't know. I don't need to know what men's release players if I'm playing women, etc. That's what I meant. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Just didn't fancy showing you. Right, we've won 7-2. Did they score, but we didn't see that goal there? We've won 7-2. What's happened there? I was going to say I'm going to see you in training as well then, but no. Everyone's so silent about the UI, yeah. How are you liking the new in and out of possession so far? They're good fun. Annoyingly, it does feel like just doing the very normal tactics, like the 4-2-3-1, that isn't a big change between in possession and out of possession, is the most effective in the match engine. Which I'd like it if there was... I'm hoping it doesn't get to a point where there is not actually that much... If you actually want to win, there's not that much flexibility. Like, we had some fun with it and then lost 3 games on the bounce with Arsenal, which it could be a me thing. It probably is. But I think if you were then to stay with more normal tactics, that probably wouldn't happen. So, yeah. One question, worth buying or not? That's kind of up to you. I think so. For me, it's worth buying. So I can say that, can't I? Someone posted some absolute demon imbalanced tactic on Reddit and won the Premier League with Fulham as Fulham with it. Oh, they can exist for sure, yeah. I just mean like for the generic player without going into like super meta stuff. Oh yeah, we're on only comms still, aren't we? Should we turn that off? It is a League Cup game, so to be honest, I'm not even sure I need to, but yeah, let's do that. Normal tactics for normal men. We're just normal men. Oh, it's not a bug. No. I just put it on only comms. If someone, we need to stop. Who's done this? Whoever's making this a meme, coming in and asking what I think about the UI. That's not happening, chat. You're not doing it. I will ignore you. Okay? It's not bugging out. It's me. I turned on. Gyökeres has scored. We scored a goal. What's going on? I get these are minor critiques, but they add up. How many not a big deals can be valid until it becomes an underlying UX problem? Differs for everyone, you know. Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I can only give you my opinion on what things matter to me, though, can't I? And it's absolutely your opinion's your opinion. Your experience is your experience, isn't it? The loading the women's league thing had no impact on me, so I'm not going to pretend that it did. Likewise, I can't take away the fact that it had an impact on you. It's you. And you're quite right. All of these little quality of life things in the game that now are not there, and until they fix them, when they do add up, it changes people's experiences, and that is them. The only time I have a problem with it is when people seem to just see it as a bandwagon and start complaining about everything because they like to complain about stuff rather than it being actual experiences. Like there's people who haven't played the game who are going, I don't like the look of it, I don't think it, type of thing. It's like we haven't tried it type of thing. How does the dynamic mode work? Dynamic mode means that, well, it says that it's a smart mode which selects modes depending on context. So it will go between being on key, extended, and comprehensive based on where you are in the match. So if you're at the end of a cup final, it will show you more highlights, that type of thing. For me, personally, I think it takes too long. So, yeah. All right, we have got ourselves a lead at halftime. It's not been textbook from us, but Gyökeres has got the only goal so far. People have to face it, FM is being rebuilt. That is very true. And the sooner people just get on board with that and it becomes a bit of a joint effort of getting this game to where they want it to be, the better. Because also, that's the other thing that people don't need. Like, that people aren't really taken into account. All of these angry people that complain about how the game is different are all the same angry people that complain that every year the game didn't change. It's like, change the game, update the game. Not like that. That's what's happened. Kev done a Champions League final and it took 37 minutes. See, yeah, I don't love the dynamic mode. In theory, it's great, but in practice, I haven't got that long. Are you managing both teams? I've got two managers. Yes, it's a second manager. I think we need to start blaming the content creators personally. Yeah, they're not getting enough stick. To be fair, I'm not, and but yeah, I think that conversation is just wild to me. Why do they care? Who's asked what Dr. Benji thinks about Football Manager? If more so over what you think personally, you're allowed to think what you think, but if you care what Ben thinks, why? It doesn't matter to you. He's not criticizing it enough. He's criticizing it too much. Who gives a shit? Sorry for swearing. And also, how can both things be true at the same time? Surely that is a hole in your argument. I think you should be allowed to break all of Lelujo's Legos. Now that is too far, okay? That's too far, all right? Can I make that a short? Probably not. How do you feel being a paid shill? I wish I was being a paid shill. I'd shill this game to high heaven if they'd pay me. People will love that as well. Let's only blame Zealand. Yeah, I agree. Creators for most of people, NPCs' opinions in this modern age is wild, isn't it? Honestly, is there really anyone in this chat who's going to decide whether they like this game depending on what I tell them? I just don't think they will. In fact, I think whatever I tell them, people would argue with and think the opposite. How do we sign up to be a shill? Yeah. Milambo in for the equaliser. Good save, David Raya. I'm available for payments anytime. I'm not buying the game until you say it's brilliant. It's brilliant. That's also the thing. Like, it really doesn't bother me. This game's perfect. This game is perfect. All right? There you go. What if the community was really the paid shills to criticize the game and get people to play EFC all along? Maybe, yeah. I think it's fair to take creators' opinions when considering buying it, but shouldn't be based on one person. No, but also just play the game. Like, it's a game. You get to choose yourself. I don't know. There's such a big conversation to be had around that, and it's very wild. Love the game. Been playing Manager Sim since the 80s. I'm enjoying it, to be fair. Right, we are winning, but we've had a poor game from Martinelli. So let's do Eze on there. Let's rest Saka for Madueke as well. Let's do Calafiori for Lewis Skelly too. Let's do subs just to try and see it through. You said it was good. Yep. Tim could probably do with a break. Yeah, you're right. He does play every minute of every game, doesn't he? He is knackered. Let's do that as the... Have I done all my subs? I don't think so. Who even comes on at right back? Who even plays right back? I guess it's Ben White, but I don't have him. We're going to play Mosquera there for 5. I don't know why I went for full strength. I think because we lost a couple of games, we've gone full strength for this game. It's actually very close. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nathan Collins is equal. They threw the keeper up. And they've equalised. Oh, dear. The game is brilliant. My enjoyment of FM only depends if I won my last game or not. That's always been the case. That's so true. Also, you can see if you might enjoy the game simply by spectating a stream. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. It's allowed to not be for you, isn't it? That's fine. You said the game was good and I bought it, but my wife and kids still haven't come back. Can you explain yourself, Clayts? I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird world we live in, isn't it? A weird world. People just very upset about stuff all the time. Eze, Calafiori. Can we go and get a winner against Brentford? Are we going to lose on penalties here? We probably are going to lose on pens, aren't we? Calafiori. Oh, my word. Pen? Penalty's been given. 92nd minute. I don't know what happened there. Eze went down. We've given it to Gyökeres. Gyökeres scored earlier, and now he's got a penalty to try and win it. In the 92nd minute. Flipping heck, man. He's so bad. I'm going to sell him in January and replace him with Dumfries. Get rid. Get rid. He's clipped it into the keeper's hands. I'm sick of it. Pen ref! We've got another one! No, we didn't. Oh, I thought we would. It was offside. Right. Add play it. Right. I can't ask my assistant to do penalties anymore. Take him off these. He's got 16 penalty taking. See, this isn't a great screen, is it? I have no idea how good these players are at taking penalties now. Unless I add... Some of them aren't even playing. Yeah, I assume... Do you know what? If I get rid of all of them, it'll just do it automatically, right? Let's just do that. Show the courage and conviction of winners. Gyökeres has taken the first pen. Oh, could have done that. If you just did that in the game 2 minutes ago, we would have won the game, you idiot. I'm fine. Don't ask me what I think of the UI after this game. That's all I'm going to say, all right? You might get a very different answer. Oh, dear me. Save! Go on, David Ryan. Right, Fabio Carvalho's missed the first one. Will it be like 24 where whoever misses the first one ends up winning it? Because that happened all the time, didn't it? I don't know why we need these run-ups. Yeah. Can we get to the ball, please, lads? Can I go behind the goal for these? What's it like behind goal? Here comes Erdegaard. It's not great because the scoreline's kind of in the way. Can I zoom out a bit? I can go higher. I can't zoom it. I can go up here. That's not great, is it? Hang on a minute. Can I go behind the goal at the other end of the pitch? I can. What about... What about if I do this? Is that a good screen? Nope. We'll go back to broadcast. Broadcast it is. London Stadium view. Yeah. Erdegaard. Terrible man. On a lighter note, the modern potential seems very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. Very exciting. Reverse cam puts me at the other end of the pitch. It's the result. You might be right. Yeah. Are you an F1 fan? Nah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't call myself an F1 fan. They've scored. It's 1-1. It looks like exactly what I said was going to happen is going to happen. I like F1. I really liked F1 when it was actually exciting. Although this season maybe is exciting with how the title is. But yeah, why does Erdegaard have black hair? A lot of the players don't have the right hair in game for sure. Well, we've scored Zubimendi. Will there or won't there be skins made available to make, or did they fully scrap the possibility? No, they haven't scrapped the possibility. Basically, the game needs to be out long enough so that people can see what the files are like to be able to make the skins. So they just haven't, people haven't made them yet, but they will be. Yeah. This season is exciting too. Yeah, exactly. Potential first-time winners. It is exciting, but I just haven't been in it for a while because the past few seasons have been so boring, basically. Loved it when it was like, you know, Hamilton Max, that season there was the last proper one that I watched with the it's not right, that season. There is an option where you could add skins, so I thought it was fully scraps. It'll just be different, I think. Yeah, I suppose it isn't in the game, but then again, it isn't like clearing the cache and reloading the skin isn't a thing in the game, is it? But you will be able to, because it's already, you can still customize it now. But you can technically add backgrounds and stuff to the skin and change it now, change the colors and things. So there will be skins for sure. Right, it is 3-2 to us. Their fourth penalty. I like how they just don't pause really on the runner. Oh, they did this time. Raya saves. We can score to win it. Come on. They're sure someone will be someone who makes a skin that changes the UI for people that just don't play because of the UI. Yeah. Which, by the way, was the same in 24. So many people use skins in 24. Like, so there was an issue with the UI then, wasn't there? Madueke. To win it, does win it. We're through. Don't worry about it. Never in doubt. Even if Gyökeres misses 92nd minute penalties in game. What's this celebration? Why can't I see them? Why have they all just ran there? Right. Fine. The UI is great again. I don't know what I just told them, but it wasn't very positive, I don't think. We are through on penalties. Not exactly convincing, I'd say. But a 7-2 win for the women, then a win on penalties for the men is at least positive, isn't it? Brighton at home for the women's team. And who's the men's player? I don't know. Matessa's got a ponytail. Yeah, wild. UI is massive. Everywhere we go. It doesn't make any sense. The men have got Fulham away. London derby. I think I used skins in 24 because I played like 6 months on the standard skin. Yeah, people, sometimes you just want to freshen things up, don't you, a little bit? Yeah, that's true. A 2-horse race within the same team, it's a boring season. That's true, actually, I suppose. They're on the same team, aren't they, as well? Right. Brighton at home. Who's first? We blitzed the record for goals in a match. Very nice. That's on the 12th. The men's game is on... Is it on the Sunday or is it before? We're playing St. Polton in the Champions League after this. Not reading that, Joey. The men play on the Saturday, so men's game first. Nice. Nice. These will probably, let's play these games to finish things up, and then I need to go and do some work. How's the video doing now? By the way, chat, if you could do me a favor, can one of the mods get the ChatGPT video and tee it up so that people could go. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it after this stream. That'd be lovely of you. Please and thank you. How are we doing? Yeah, we're getting there. The club I support does have a good women's team. Too bad it's in a weak league where the women's club isn't in the game. What team is that? That's cool. I suppose like databases and stuff though as well will be. We can bring it in like other women's leagues, other men's leagues. That'll all eventually be in the game, won't it? Like tier 10 databases and stuff. Honestly though, it's still the main thing. This UI speed update is such a game changer. Like, playing this game is so much more satisfying, I think is the word. To click things is actually satisfying. Whereas before, clicking things was frustrating. So I don't mind clicking through more screens to get to stuff when it's actually satisfying and quick. You should be able to request a women's team eventually. That'd be cool, yeah. Yeah, if we could pin it and then maybe someone stick it in the YouTube chat as well, that'd be cool. I don't know if I can do it as an end screen. I probably can actually, can't I? I'm gonna put it. I've put it in the. That's in both chats now. Again. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if you could do me a favor and drop a like on the stream, please, that'd be nice and helpful. There we go. We have currently got. That's not the right one. We've currently got 92 likes, which means you can definitely get to 100 now, basically. Like spike. Exactly. I'd like a like spike, please. All right. Let's do these final games here then. Russo first. I swear the men's play on the Saturday and the women play on the Sunday. Maybe I'm wrong. 99 likes. Who's going to be the 100th? Either way, we're going to the women's game first, apparently. I think... They've just won 7-2. It'd be weird to change it now, so let's keep it the same. And play this game. 100 likes. Thank you, lads and ladies. How are you? Can you take a look at this boy I'm rocking in my save, Rokas Pukstas? We've signed him in 24 quite a few times. He's like American, isn't he? American Lithuanian, I want to say. He's very good. His attributes are very good. Do the English leagues still go down to National League North and South? Yes. They do, yeah. What's a player you think is underrated, either men or women's? In-game or IRL? I'll tell you an IRL one that I've thought for ages. Two, actually. Ryan Christie, underrated. Will Hughes, underrated. There you go. Women's. Jess Carter. I don't think she is underrated, but I can't really think of anyone else who I think is really good who's also underrated. So there you go. Does Calafiori have his own stat or trait for being handsome and looking like a 90s Italian defender? Not in the game. No, I don't think so. Leah Walty. Is she at Arsenal? She was at Arsenal. Is she there anymore? Either way, I've not used her. Russo just scores goals every game. She's so good. She's not there anymore. That makes sense. And why I've not seen her. If I speak, Jess Carter is absolutely horrific. So she's underrated then. There you go. You're just underrating her. Even if she is terrible, like absolutely horrific means that she's basically one of the worst ever. So she's not that bad. So technically I'm right. Is that what we're saying? Sign Russo for the men's team. That'd be good. Did you see that you can do a friendly between your men's and women's team? Shall I see if I can schedule one in? Might give the men some... to be fair, I think the women might win, which would be a problem for this save. Russo again over. I'm good, thank you, Ian. How are you? I hope you're good. I think it might happen. Right, we're 1-0 up. Can I see how are we doing in the league? We're 5th. Chelsea have won... I can't work it out from that. I can look at it though, to be fair. I wish I could see played on here. Like, you've got the space there. Put games played and stuff in here. Or at least let me make it bigger so it fills up this space. Like, there's so much potential, isn't there? Yeah, that's fair, Joey. That's fair. What is Gaz Taylor cooking at Liverpool? They're doing well, aren't they? Ryan Christie is incredibly underrated, yeah. I'm pretty sure my reading of men's football is definitely better than women's. I've not tried to hide from that. I couldn't really think of anyone. That's why I said Jess Carter. But yeah, Ryan Christie, baller. Will Hughes, baller when used in a very specific role. Deannie. Come on then, lads. That doesn't work, does it? Come on, lads. How you doing, Air? Welcome in, buddy. Actually, you can say that. Come on, lads. It's like an Irish little saying, isn't it? Caldente, she's missed it. I'm recovering from man flu. It's been a tough week, and the result last night just made it worse. What result? There was no football played last night. I don't know what you're talking about. All about the weekend. Cooney Cross. Into Smith. Into Deannie.
Okay.
A second goal would be nice. Could maybe instant result then. If we go 3-0 up, well, instant result. Stanway. Does anyone know how to set up the training for the under-18s like you do for the men's? What? Breezy, you can answer that question. Where do these people come from? I don't think I've ever looked at under-18s training. Was it a joke? Because if it's a joke, fair play. That's Breezy on an altar cat. It must be. To be fair, I used to do that as well. Fair enough. Honestly, fair enough is what I'll say to that. Don't you think you're slick, Breezy? Yeah. Air. 91. Right, half-time 1-0. Not even when you got some good players coming through. No. I don't exactly. Yeah, to be fair, I don't even do my first team training, so that kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Have I missed some subs, by the way? Am I missing subs? I don't think so. Oh no, I did. Mingus, I found it. Thank you for the tier 1. I did miss it, buddy. Thank you, dude. Yeah, and then Tinny before that. I'm not missing subs. We're good. It was just that one. I don't see highlighted messages in my chat thing that I see at the moment. Oh no, I did read it though, but I read most messages anyway. That's one thing, because I've got like the multi-chat thing so I can see both. Is there a Women's Carabao Cup or FA Cup? There's definitely FA Cup, yeah. I don't know about Carabao. Deannie, Russo's at the back post. I might need to do some subs here to save some legs. See this game through. It's still only 1-0. Good play. Caldente. Look at this football. Cooney Cross deflected in. It's an own goal by Marissa Olislagers. Just had your first crash in FM when clicking set pieces before the game. Interesting. There's a Carabao Cup, but it's called the Subway Cup. Nice. Right, 2-0. That means we can do some subs to see this game out now. Let's do... No. Who did I want to bring on there? Fox as the right back that plays centre back. Chloe Kelly can come on for Deannie. Caldente for Beth Mead. Let's do Kim Little for Smith. We'll change... Can I do another one? Black Stenius up front. There we go. Long live the Subway Cup. Very cool. Arsenal being in the Champions League means you join it later. Interesting. I see. Justice for the Arnold Clark Cup. Is that what it was called before? In fairness, the Liverpool kids did well. They just were thrown under the bus. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But then again, there was no football play, so I don't know what you're talking about. Frank Kirby plays for Brighton now, does she? I didn't know that. Chloe Kelly, that is awful dribbling. Terrible. Arnold Clark something different, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I think is that like an international, not internet, like a European or something, like worldwide cup? Is that? Or is it international one? I recognise it now that you say it. Black Stenius, we've got another goal. Gone but not forgotten. International. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I remember. I recognise what it was now. All right, 3-0. I did say I'd instant result it, but it is the 4th minute of added time, so I kind of think we don't need to. It's international tournament. Millie Bright once won the golden boot in it, tied with Mateas. That's very cool. Of course she did. All right, win's a win. I didn't really praise them all that much, did I? Anyway, everything I know of the WSL is from watching this in the last year. And that's cool, you see. That's cool. And that's fine. Like, fair enough. Thoughts on... Chat. I don't want to talk about Liverpool. And I don't want to talk about the UI. All right? Manny! Oh, God, we're going to have to talk about it all again. Thank you for the raid, Manny. Welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm tired. Robbie, I'm tired. Yeah, no, I'm hoping it's just a blip. We've talked about it before, but if Liverpool come... If it'll pay off and it'll be fine if they put in a performance and a result on Saturday. If they don't, it's looking a bit bleak. That's the conversation. The UI is all right. And hopefully this is just the baseline and it gets better. There we go. We've covered both topics right there. Let's go and finish off by playing Fulham away from home. And Raiders, welcome. Manny, thank you for raiding over. Appreciate you, buddy. You have to ask, is Vita Pereira better than Arne Slot? You don't have to ask that, do you, at all? Would Liverpool be so rubbish if the UI was better? Yes. It's more than a blip. Slot is refusing to change something that is broken. He literally changed it last night, Ian. He played 5-3 at the back last night. So I'm not having that. They won 5-1 last week.
Okay.
There's all sorts of nuance and reasoning. It's not... But he's quite clearly nailed his... What's the saying? Nailed his something to the mast. He's nailed whatever that is to the mast by saying, we're not going to try in this game against Palace because the next 3 are so important. He has to now. He's nailed his nail to the mast, yeah. He now nails his colour to the mast. Is that what it is? Yeah, nailed his colours to the mast. He now basically has made it so that he has to go and get a result on Saturday. Nailed his flag to the mast. What is it, chat? Pinned his donkey nose nails. You know the saying. With the UI speed mod, do I need to move the old file or just rename it? Rename it to old and leave it in there. Pinned his tail on the donkey. His colours. He's nailed his one's colours to the mast. That's the saying. And I think Arne Slot has done that by going out and putting everything now on the result on the weekend. Balls. It's not balls. It's not ball bag. Nope. Nailed his balls to the goalpost. Not that. That's not it. He's thrown stones at glass houses. Yeah, he's done that as well.
Okay.
Thank you for the follows, by the way. Right. How many likes on YouTube, chat? 114 legends. Thank you. We're going to go and play Fulham. Just Stop Oil has gone way too far now. Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Oh, ridiculous. Why is he throwing stones at Glasner's house? You know why as well. So I'm not having that. You know why. That was funny. I like how immediately nobody actually knew what the correct thing was. People had to go and search it up basically. Straight off the bat, everyone was like, what is that saying actually? Sar hates Liverpool. Yeah, he really does. Right, women. Oh, we've got another women's game now. I'm going to instant result this women's game. Don't hate me for it, but I don't know where it's even come from. I swear the men were playing. Oh, the men must be on international break. The men must be on international break. Right, we're going to instant result this, and this might be where we finish things up then. That would actually make sense. I looked and saw that it said Saturday, but it wasn't this Saturday, which is why the women's game came first. Okay, I've now got myself... It makes sense to me now. Let's just instant result this and see. Rotate. Nope. Nope. There's a league to be won here. We've won 1-0. So it's a good job we didn't rotate. Olivia Smith with the winner. And there we go. I don't want to talk about Liverpool, but I will say one last thing. The game last night was a perfect chance to give out these out-of-form players a chance to perform and gel. Nah. I think that's really naive, though. Because, like, what if you get injuries? It's then, like... It's a game where... This game, technically, it doesn't matter if you don't... Well, I just don't agree with that. This is a game that doesn't actually matter if you lose. So, instead, he thinks the game on the weekend is more important. So, that's the game that he wants to go and win. So, he rests all these players. What if he puts a full-strength team out and Salah gets injured and Van Dijk gets injured? What, like, genuinely, what do you then do? I just don't think it's... I think it makes complete sense what he did, but the optics of it and the way that it goes, it could backfire as well at the same time. Right, chat. Moan about injuries, then played 2 left backs. What else was he going to do? Really? If you want a tall centre back in the women's game, look at Emily Bragstad. Now, that is something I will look at. I think I looked at who the tallest players were. She is 6'2". Interesting. We're going to scout it. Right, chat. That, though, is where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out on your Thursday mornings with me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Manny, for the raid, and raiders, thanks for coming in. Drop a follow if you haven't done so already. YouTube watchers, viewers, probably should call them, thank you very much for hanging out on YouTube. Please drop a like so that when the stream becomes a video, it does better, basically. And if you didn't get to watch it, you can go back and catch up, etc. Could I ask you at this moment to go across, if you haven't already, and go and watch the next hour or so? If you want something to go and watch the ChatGPT video. It is pinned in the chat on both platforms. But I hope you'll all go and have a lovely, lovely rest of your Thursdays. I'll catch you next time, maybe towards the end of the week. I'm at the Liverpool game on Saturday, so I won't be streaming on Sunday because I'll be coming back down unless I stream later in the day, which I might do. But I'll get in the Discord and I'll tell you when these things are going to happen. That was good fun. Thanks for some really cool, proper conversations and stuff. Subscribe, like, follow, all those things, and I'll catch you soon. Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye. Well, that's not working. There you go. See you later. Bye.